Mic check, mic check, mic check, 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 check.
You ready?
Mic check.
Check.
Glad Andrew wore his best for this.
Go.
All right, so
I got a pocket, baby.
So how do we start this
I don't have
off?
headphones.
How do we start this off? Because usually we started off Charlemagne the God,
Andrew Schultz.
the Brilliant Idiots. How do y'all start off y'all podcast?
Way better than that shit y'all just did.
How is it
Y'all just
competition
saying
already?
name.
How
First
is
of
it
all,
competition
I
already?
come on from the river. Hey, it's excitement, it's energy. Y'all just, it's just energy. I just thought I'll name this podcast later, whatever number it is. We make a number up and we go.
What episode number it is because we never
All right.
remember.
That's Rory and Joe Budden.
Can we hear me?
Yeah, it's weird without headphones. I can't.
Yeah,
really
but it's
hear
cool.
myself, but it's
We can hear you.
They're trying to show us they radio professionals and shit.
We're here to have a positive dialogue, a productive dialogue. I listened to, what's it called? I'll name this podcast later.
Don't do that.
I want to
No.
Yo, what's the name of your shit again?
I'm on your ass.
I wasn't being shady.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
Show a little podcast name again.
I'm listening to it, and I think it's a good podcast. The reason I think it's a good podcast is good podcasts are podcasts that you hear, and as you're listening, you're talking back to the people as they're talking.
Sure.
I agree.
And a lot of times my name comes up in it, and I'll be like, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's inaccurate. That's inaccurate. So it's good to be able to sit here and have this
I'm glad that we're
conversation.
mutual that way.
I'm kind of accurate in a lot of my shit.
No, the fuck you don't be.
I am, but
So-
I'm kind of accurate.
Well, that's why the context of this conversation, I came up here to really check your ass, but
Okay.
then so much happened. I
Okay.
don't have to check anybody. I'm just right now. Now I'm just right.
Okay.
All you media niggas, Joe Budden crazy, jabbing at the air, bunch of bars, who's he dissing, why, what the fuck? Not so crazy no more.
But Budden, you're a smart
Not
guy.
so crazy no more.
You're a smart guy, so you have
Can
to
we
know.
acknowledge that first?
Absolutely,
Okay,
without
great.
question. You're a smart.
Wait. What are we acknowledging? That it worked?
No, not that.
No,
not that.
no.
That remember when we did the Billionaires podcast live?
Yeah.
We had just heard. We was in the car together.
Yeah, heard the song.
The 6-minute disc for Making of a Murderer comes out. We're listening. After 3-4 minutes, I go, "What the fuck is Budden talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
Because there was no context
I'm
to
not
it.
mad at that.
So when I got on the stage, I said that was the most pointless diss record I ever heard. I didn't say it was whack, because you're
Some
not
people
whack.
said it was whack. I don't care.
I didn't say that though.
No.
I actually said Joe Budden is one of the dopest lyricists out.
I wasn't mad at that.
But that was one of the most pointless diss records I ever motherfucking
I
heard.
wasn't mad at that. My memory is bad, but you said so much shit on the radio, on the morning show during this whole shit.
No, I didn't. First time we talked about it was yesterday. Nobody cared until Drake responded.
That's not true. That's not true.
We didn't.
I heard a lot of people, and I can't confirm that just because my memory is bad, but this nigga said a whole bunch of shit that I don't remember, but that's
No, I
not
didn't.
important. That's not.
The first time we ever spoke about it was yesterday because Drake responded.
So the only thing
And I
so
said
the only thing I saw from you was the
podcast
at the auditorium.
Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't mind that too much. Oh, then I got a bunch of reasons to be mad at you. Then it's
guy's
just
crazy.
boiled over anger.
So I told Envy yesterday, because Envy was like, I'm about to play the No Shopping. I said, you never played none of Budden's diss records, right? And he goes, yeah, because they're not really diss records, they're bars. And then we got into the conversation of Joe Budden, to me, is a better lyricist than Drake, but Drake writes better songs. And that's
How do
a
we
battle,
know that?
And history has shown that, Joe. Stop it.
My perspective. I'm here to talk to you about.
Yeah, but we can talk
Of
about
course,
perspective, but
Drake
let's
writes
do it.
better music. Drake
Okay.
is a fucking concept.
Okay.
He's an idea. It's the best people in the world, the best writers in the world, the best everything in the world. We're not going to debate whose music is better. I think Drake's music is better.
Okay. You hear that, all you Joe
I think
fans
it's
on
music.
Twitter who coming at me acting like I said something
Well, no,
crazy?
but I
I
like
think Joe
all of that.
fans would agree too.
No.
Okay.
No,
No, they don't. They think Joe, they think they're delusional.
Well, no, it's two different
They're
types
supportive.
of music.
You like what you
I've
like.
noticed that Drake fans are much more delusional than Joe fans.
1000%.
As
And
far as
before
what-
this whole
Y'all
thing
media
happened,
niggas, man.
before this thing happened, I would have said, yeah. No, I clown Joe fans a lot. I would have said they are way crazier
I
than
clown
any
Joe fans
Drake
a lot.
fan ever. I have noticed that Drake fans are the most delusional people.
As far
on-
as what, though?
This entire case has been Joe's irrelevant, Joe's irrelevant, Joe's irrelevant.
Which I am kind of relevant.
Well, when something is trending and it gets 1 million views, how on earth is that irrelevant? And don't say because it's Drake's name, because if I go out there and diss Drake, I'm not getting 1 million plays.
It's because Drake's on Saturday Night Live hosting and doing sketches and
So
skits.
then all of us are irrelevant.
There's
if we're
no
comparing
exactly.
ourselves to
There's
Drake.
no rapper that would go at him that's from this new era, and a lot of them from the older era, who would be considered quote unquote
Charlamagne,
relevant.
this is my problem with your now commercially made over ass.
I can't wait to hear this because I have a problem with you saying that. But go ahead.
How? You're not the same Charlamagne from Sumter, South Carolina. You
That's
was
not
so
true.
hip-hop.
No.
You was so hip-hop.
Monk's Corner.
I don't know what happened.
Monk's Corner.
I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna tell you.
What's the population?
8,000.
Okay.
This is the problem.
Y'all not going to do Sumter, South Carolina. You fucking-
And this is the
Dirt roads, just to clarify. I just want to clarify what the roads are made out
This
of.
is the
dirt.
problem. This is the problem I have with what Joe said last week
There's
on the
some cement out
podcast.
there.
Joe has said on the podcast he thinks I'm smart. He thinks I'm good for radio.
I say that all the time.
Soon as I have an opinion that he doesn't agree with,
You've
he
changed.
does what everybody else does
know
and
me
flips.
better than that.
Charlamagne's dumb.
You know me better than that. You know me
Charlamagne
better
doesn't
than
know
that.
hip hop.
First of all,
Charlamagne sucks Drake dick.
that's not true. First of
You
all,
said I sucked his
I
dick.
haven't agreed with you in years.
Okay.
It's not as of late. Part of the reason that I enjoy you so much
Okay.
is because I'm able to disagree with you. I'm
All right.
able to. You articulate yourself well. I like people that I can disagree with, but they have a point. I don't care that we disagree. I care that the man that I met was so hip hop. So
I'm still hip hop. I'm just not
Or-
stuck in the 90s.
or why
I'm
we-
not standing on the corner with denim jean shorts and construction Timbs talking about bring it back.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
I
Do
understand.
you think I'm doing that?
I don't think that was the
Absolutely.
narrative at all.
Wait. All right. Let me hear. Elaborate. Let me hear.
Absolutely.
Let me hear that.
Absolutely, because your issue with Drake is based on what?
There's so many now. There's so many now. When this started, first of all, I'm well documented.
Okay, let's talk about the podcast when you first initially went in on
That's
views.
what we are going to talk about.
I'm
I'm
saying-
gonna give you. We'll take it back further than that.
Okay,
Huge Drake fan, me.
I know that. Me, I'm not.
Okay,
Never have been. I like him as a rapper.
I'm aware.
Never liked him as a singer.
I'm aware. See, I like to sing and shit. But for 4 albums now, right? Was
Yes,
that
4.
Because Rory's always with me when these Drake albums drop.
Mhm.
I just was hearing it different. I heard a fall off a long time ago. Didn't say a word. It's my guy. When this album came out, I almost took it like he sounded like the nigga was crying out for help. To me,
That's what he's been doing his whole career.
no.
I'm on record
No.
as saying when he sings, he sounds like Sandra Huxtable on The Cosby Show crying over Elvin. The flowers have died. There is no morning dew. The cricket sings. I'm
Yeah.
on record saying that. So when I heard views, I'm like, I don't like this album, but this is the Drake that everybody has grown to love.
That ain't
so,
true.
so when I hear guys like you who are Drake
The
fans
rap
say,
sounds sad. The raps sound unenthused.
I like Still
Right?
Here. I like Still
So-
Here and Hype.
So if this nigga is the best rapper in the world and 40 can do interviews saying, nah, we don't work with niggas because we the best,
Mhm.
because niggas can't fuck with Drake and all this shit. If you can say all of those things, nigga, you better not put out product that sound like that.
But it's the same Drake.
Matters none. I critiqued the album.
Okay.
I critiqued the album.
Yeah.
I had finally had enough. Was it dramatic? Yeah. But I mean, you do radio. You got to be dramatic sometimes. It was
You look
dramatic.
like you was about to cry.
I wasn't.
Like you looked very passionate. I was like, why does he care so
It's
much?
Adderall.
I've
probably.
never cared
I
that
can
much.
promise you.
Okay,
the
hold on. You said you was on
atmosphere-
Adderall.
No, I don't know. I
So
don't
you
know.
was on
the
drugs.
atmosphere
No,
was,
no, no.
was happy in there.
Yeah, it was real.
There was
happy.
a lot of
It was
laughter.
real.
Of course,
Okay.
you know, it was a 15-second clip that went viral. We all know that's not context for an hour-and-a-half podcast.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yo, we did the podcast, and I guess my opinion began to gain some merit because it was that was how people felt. So I don't know if Drake was dissing me or just trying to put some crush how
Stop
people
momentum.
felt. You know, because I don't really care about all that number 1, 9 weeks. All of that is beautiful. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So then they put that Pump It Up clip out. French, Instagram, pump it up. Pump it up. Whoa, homeboy, pump it up. All right, maybe I'm about to get some pub money. Maybe because they flip songs all the time,
Yeah.
French. Maybe they'll just Pump It Up, and that's it. No, now people are hearing the record. You know, the industry is small. We're hearing the record. Drake is texting. They're sending the record around. Niggas heard the record.
Got you.
Niggas were in that studio when it was being done. My phone starts blowing up. Hip hop knows nothing about this.
I didn't know nothing about it.
All they saw is a clip, right? So now I hear what is said. Whoa. Now I'm hurt. I am hurt. I'm appalled that nigga who know my pen game, he know I don't play. He know I don't care about none of that fame, success, attention, none of that. He know what I do. And you want to use your celebrity to do that to me? We smoked hookah together. How could you do that?
But maybe he was just responding the way he tends to respond. Drake don't do interviews. From what I see, he responds in music. When me came at him and challenged him about ghostwriting, he replied with records, which I thought was very hip hop. And that's why I saluted him, even though I didn't like Charged Up. I thought Charged Up was just okay.
Charged Up was real soft.
I thought it was okay.
It was a
but I
little
like
shy. It wasn't supposed to be.
But I like the fact he replied with music. So he heard you on the podcast, so instead of tweeting or getting on Instagram, he replied with bars, which you got to respect as an MC.
I don't have to respect
You
them
should,
bum-ass
dog.
bars. Pump it up.
No, you don't have
to be
to
quite
respect-
honest,
pump it
I
up.
think Joe is respecting the music there because he just said, "Don't play with me. I do the bars." That was just a little podcast.
Okay, but you can't
He's
say
saying the
something
same thing you're saying.
and not respect a reaction, right? You said something because
No,
you
no, no,
reacted
He's
to
not.
him.
He's not
I'm not
upset
upset
at
at
the
that.
reaction.
Yeah.
He's saying Drake has been a well-documented fan of Joe's and knows what he's capable
As
of.
an M-
What that mean?
How
Sometimes
dumb
your
are
idols
you to
become
do
your
that
rivals.
to me?
That's the game.
So you
I'm not me.
No, he can't stand in the same fucking. It ain't too many MCs that can stand in the same room with me when I feel like being an MC.
But if you're a real MC who got confidence in your skill level, you should feel like you can go at it with anybody. Win or lose.
Yeah, but
right?
I just don't understand why he
Say
can't
don't
talk to
fi-
you.
Wait, what?
I just don't understand why he can't respond
Well,
to you.
that might come
That's
Wait,
that's
He's
weird.
not saying-
I
no
never
one's saying
said
that.
So what are you upset about his reaction then? Like what bothers you
What
about the
about
reaction?
The response. The, pump
The
it up
response,
shit?
yeah.
Oh, what I'm.
It was
that's what-
condescending. It was
No, it was you know me. You know me better than that.
so you
Your
felt like he
behavior-
was antagonizing you. He was poking the lion, if you will.
I feel like a lot of these, him, Nikki, it's a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
that Meek, they all piece of shits. They just hide behind their celebrity.
But this is the
But-
thing,
but
Joe.
still-
You started with all of them. When I gave you Donkey of the
I'm gonna
Day,
start with a lot more.
when I gave you
I'm
Donkey
gonna
of the
start
Day,
with a lot more. Be clear.
when I gave
Understand.
you, when I
That's
gave you
coming
Donkey
soon.
of the Day, it's because you got on your podcast
Charlamagne.
and was shitting on Meek and Nicki
Can
in
I
their
ask-
relationship.
can
There's
I
a lot
ask
of people
you-
you don't give Donkey of the Day to. That's my issue
Like
with
who?
you. Oh, come on. Go
I want to stay on
Who?
this topic.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to stay on this
I
topic.
gave Meek Donkey of the Day.
Hold on. Charlie, I want to
You
stay on
ain't
this
give Drake
topic.
Donkey of the
I've
Day.
given Drake Donkey of the Day several times.
so to
Well,
the
you-
Meek-
well, we
let's be
missing
clear.
something. Well, we missing something
Before
then.
everybody was
Charlamagne.
when everybody was on Drake's dick, I was the only one saying I don't fuck with Drake, and niggas was
Okay.
looking at me like I was crazy.
Okay.
That's because you go on the radio and just say you don't fuck. That's your job
I
on
don't
that
like.
show.
Okay.
I like when he raps. I don't like when he sings.
So as an MC, I was offended, and I was like, you know what?
You were offended
Let me-
because why?
look, last year, 4th of July, all that podcast shit, I did all that I could do. Like I said, Meek, I'm sorry. I apologize. I was joking, but don't play with me. I got laughed out the gym. I said, listen, you don't want to do this rap shit. 1 year later, I'm on his ass, get his bum ass out of here, as far as an MC. I don't know him personally. And Drake, I'm on their ass. Nothing they could do with a real MC. It's nothing you can do.
So let me just get
I
this
don't think
straight.
they wanna
You're-
do it.
You're offended.
There's a reason, nigga. And it
No,
ain't because
I-
I'm irrelevant.
that's what I think
Y'all
it
could
is.
paint that
No,
picture.
I-
Y'all could keep
Yo,
painting that
Charlamagne,
fucking picture.
no, no, no,
but that
no.
ain't. Well, you're entitled to that.
Charlamagne, if he's irrelevant, why does Nicki, the biggest rapper damn near in the world, Meek, very, very popular, and
Yeah.
Drake, the biggest rapper in the world, if he's such an irrelevant person, why do they continue to react to
Yeah,
his
you're smart
podcast?
on that.
I'm not calling Joe irrelevant. Let's
I know.
be
I
clear
want
on
someone
that.
to answer
but
that
I understand
to me.
the perception.
If he's so relevant, why do they keep replying to this podcast?
But
because historically throughout hip hop,
Who's saying you're
It's-
irrelevant?
They
Huh?
are.
People.
Meek,
Nigga,
a
but-
thousand
but-
times.
Have you gone outside?
But-
Have you been on live?
No. But I'm saying we're debating that here. I don't think I've ever said you're irrelevant. I don't think you've ever said you're
no,
irrelevant.
I don't
If
think Joe's
anything,
irrelevant.
Oh,
we-
no, I'm not talking about
I know.
y'all.
But I'm saying is what we're discussing right now. You have an issue with what Charlamagne said,
I have an issue
and
with.
I'm still trying to understand
I have an
two
issue
things.
with
real quick.
Charlamagne and
I just
Sumter
want to
and
understand
Charlamagne here.
two
My
things.
bad.
Two
Go ahead.
things. I just want to understand what your issue is with what Drake said, and two with what Charlamagne said. Because as far as I can understand, you think Charlamagne has become less hip hop, which
he thinks I'm commercialized. He called me a puppet.
I don't understand.
I'm trying to figure out puppet for who.
Commercialized.
I don't understand that either. But let's just figure out first
You
with
don't
the song.
understand the terminology, puppet.
No, I
he's-
understand
he's saying
terminology. I
why.
don't understand how you think that he's
The
become a
explanation
puppet.
behind why you think that.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Okay,
but
Let's
you're
do one thing at a
entitled to
time
it.
here,
We'll
guys.
get to
But here's the
Let's be
thing:
clear.
you're entitled to your opinion. I just want to know why. So let's start. But let's start first with the reaction to Drake. It seems to me you're offended by Drake thinking that he could even rap with you, and I don't think you should be offended by self-esteem. That has nothing to do with you. That's his self-esteem.
All right. I see what you keep saying. I'm not mad that he did that, nor am I offended by it. Right?
Yeah.
Let's get that out the way.
You sound angry on all your records.
I
sound angry on
I've
the
been sounding
podcast.
angry since '96.
That is true. Yeah, you see, you gave 60
I'm consistent.
You giving him 21 minutes
When
of
we
music.
were in something, I was angry. I've been angry.
You gave him
If I
three
start
records,
sounding happy, then you didn't talk
21
to me.
minutes of music, and you sounded very angry.
Not on the last one. On the last
last one
one,
was-
Afraid, I sounded like it was a
Sounded
love
concerned.
letter.
Charlamagne,
Yeah, you
but in
sounded
the history
concerned.
of rap
With
dissing,
passion,
who
be
has sounded
passionate.
nice?
Have an emotional reaction.
Who?
In the history of rap dissing, who has sounded nice?
Jay-Z on Takeover? Jay-Z was
Regardless,
very
hey,
cool, calm, and
Guys,
collected
we're getting
on
off.
Takeover.
We're getting off the point. Let's stay on the
Very.
point.
Snoop and Dre were happy on Dre Day.
Jay wasn't so mad dissing Mino. I mean, wasn't so calm dissing Mino.
That was kind of calm too.
Nah.
Okay,
Not rolling.
but let's go back. So I'm just trying to understand what
So I
bothered you
put
about
Making
that.
a Murderer out. I'm aware of the length. People told me to cut it down.
You got to be aware that we had no context. It looked like a
Charlamagne,
reach.
See this, Andrew.
Oh, again, I'm just
Andrew
trying to get to the
Charlamagne,
Drake
listen.
thing. Yeah.
Andrew Charlamagne, listen to this.
Yeah.
I was only ever concerned with how he was affected. Him.
Yeah.
I don't care about what the public thought.
Fuck the public. Yeah,
I didn't care about. So when I put those 100-something bars down,
Yeah.
it's bars in there. It's only for him. It's only.
Sure.
It's so much code. You can't even understand what's going on there. I would like to think, if I'm guessing, it gave him some pause, right? So now that French record, that they did that clip in May, we immediately went to the studio and spent the night there. Now I thought it was coming. Now I'm trying to guess. All right, they had the Bad Boy shit at Barclays. Then it was Memorial Day weekend. Drake was having a party. All this shit, it never came. I said, whoa. And then the 4 p.m. shit, I think Drake was dissing Puff. So now I'm like, wait. I'm real confused
But see, you
now.
confused me too, because you was on your podcast breaking down the 4 p.m. in Calabasas or whatever shit is.
Mhm.
And I'm like, Joe, he was not talking about you in that record.
100% he was, though.
That was all Diddy.
100. You couldn't be more wrong.
I didn't hear it.
You could not be more wrong. Again, I know that, gentleman.
So y'all are throwing secret subliminal
Subliminals.
shit at each other that only y'all would know.
He does that often to people.
Of course.
I'm such a big fan. I just know, and I'm a
Yeah.
rapper, so I know when it's happening.
Okay.
You're not going to do it to me. See, because when you'll do that, and because I'm so insignificant in comparison to him, nobody will ever know. So it's really just me knowing. No, it was my job to call it all out. I knew the media would say I'm crazy. I have to call it out because later on, y'all will get it. It's not my fault that the business side of things is making them take so long with that record. Me, I've never really had the best business. I'm on your ass. So I put that out. Smoke screen, 100 bars, clear signal to the rappers. Okay. Here we go again. Here's another one. 4 days, 5 days later. I'm still here, nigga. I'm not leaving this one. Oh, you left it alone? I'm back again. I'm going to be on his ass, and he won't do it again. You won't hear another word out that boy mouth about Joe.
But don't you think it would have been more impactful if you would have waited till French and Drake actually dropped the
Hell
record?
no.
And then 30 minutes later, you put out Making a Murderer?
No way.
And then another hour later, you dropped the other joint?
Charlamagne, the part you
Charlamagne.
missing, I got 20 Drake disses already in somewhere.
You've had
lined
those
up.
for years. You just been waiting.
No way.
I don't
just-
believe that.
I'm telling you.
And to the 6 minute point, and Joe knows I was very vocal about not making it 6 minutes.
Uh-huh.
But in that instance, we're not dumb. We know you can't beat Drake. It's impossible to beat.
Yeah.
He
And
has
that's
the
all I
sheep.
said. That's what I-
So
that's what I said
so
on the
why
radio
cater?
yesterday.
Why cater to people that no matter what we say, they're going to believe on Drake's side?
Because hip-hop
So
is not a
Joe
talent
went
show.
with
It's
what
a
he wanted to
popularity
do.
contest.
Yeah. So
For
we
some.
we catered to what we
most.
wanted to cater to.
When have I been that, though?
But-
when have I been that?
But
ever? So that's why when I get mad at you, but this is why I get mad at you. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Because I feel like you armed with so much information, and when I say that, like, you've known me forever. And you know you're an insider. You know shit. So the same way when I hear certain things, I'm able to assess it a bit differently than the public because I just know a little more. I get that from you, so I don't be mad when I disagree with you.
Mhm.
I get mad when it sounds like you just saying the same thing that the public will
If you
say.
listen to what I said on the podcast, I said, I miss things. I said, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I got careers. Maybe I missed something. When did Drake diss Joe? That's what I said. Verbatim. So I don't understand how I'm, out of the loop or puppet or commercialized.
Well, in
because I
the
missed it.
same respect, a Pump It Up clip came out. Joe thought that he dissed him on 4 p.m. in Calabasas. Rappers rap.
Thought.
Again, I
He
didn't
thought
know
so,
the
and he
diss
also
in
Pump It
rapped.
Up
PM
is
and
clearly,
Yeah,
it's clearly
Charlamagne,
at
he
Joe.
was also the one that was
wait,
rapping. He
that
thought
was
it.
the very first thing that happened. The timeline is unclear for people because I'm
Yeah.
such an animal. The very first thing that happened on May 7th
No,
or
the first
some
thing that
shit.
happened was the podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast, you going crazy
Podcast
on
was
views.
the catalyst.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I guess Pump It Up.
The podcast.
And
yes,
then-
you're right. The podcast
Yes.
happened
Podcast
first.
Pump It Up, your song.
See, for
Boom.
me, when I'm 80 years old, 85 years old,
You're going to
90
be suffering
years
from
old,
dementia because you already suffer from it now.
That's true. But I would like to be on radio doing something one day. The podcast for me is great practice for that. When I go on there, I know it's weird. Outside of Nora, you don't really hear rappers on podcasts just divulging so much. So when I'm on a podcast, I really just am shooting shit with my people like we in the living room. I don't care about none of that, the rapper shit. It's not Rapper Joe. I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing. Like, and when we first were doing the podcast, right? Like the first 10, 20 episodes, everything that happened, all I would ever say was, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Because if you know me, I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. And two people said, well, you got a podcast. We kind of want to hear what you think. All right. Welcome to the fucking horrible, twisted mind of fucking Joe.
I think you do care.
He
I think you do care a lot.
Joe is sensitive as shit.
I think you're a creative, and creative types are
I'm
sensitive.
addressing that.
I think, and that is natural. I don't think there's anything to be
I'm sensitive.
embarrassed about. Yeah,
Toward others.
I think you're also sensitive.
When I heard you on the podcast
I'm
last
so
week,
jaded.
I said Joe is hurt. Because you had no point of reference as to why I'm a puppet. And you say little catty shit like, he's got a new body and new skin. I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with anything?
Oh, you do got a new body in this.
Yes, I do, because I work
So that's
out.
accurate.
So he can't get in shape?
Yeah. I'm
So I'm on my podcast saying accurate shit.
How dare you? Yo, you're not hip hop no more, Charlamagne.
And then
You started being health conscious.
Charlamagne, people talk. If you chatty, we joke, we're friends.
And then he said about Drake. Drake
Don't be
has
sensitive.
you with the sculpted abs. I'm like, why does Joe care about niggas' bodies so
Well,
much?
there's something behind that.
Time out. The word sculpt, let's address that.
Yes.
That is a word that's used for a reason.
Specific, yeah.
It's
He got
specific.
surgery.
I'm not
Surgery,
sitting there saying, well,
Yeah.
he's sculpted. Like it's not that.
Like you
No.
said, he went to Dr. Miami. And my dumb ass followed him up and texted Dr. Miami and asked him.
And what happened?
Dr. Miami was like, get the fuck out of
No,
here.
it wasn't Dr. Miami. It wasn't Dr. Miami. I'm not going
You
to do that. We're saving
tweeted.
that. I know, but that was being facetious.
Okay.
He did get 2 surgeries. Not Dr.
How do you
Miami.
know
So
this?
you weren't being facetious. You were just
I'm
giving the
about
wrong
the Dr.
doctor.
Miami part, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not being facetious.
All right,
You're,
so I take it back.
you're just saying the wrong doctor.
How do you know
All of
this?
that.
Like,
See, that's why I don't. That's another reason I was so offended when he dissed me. Because why would you do that to someone who knows so much? I'm ready to tear that entire empire down if he says another word.
Yeah, but do you think he felt the same way when you dissed him on the podcast? Maybe Drake's
I
a
don't know.
fan of yours.
he should have
He is a
been.
fan.
Maybe Drake,
If
so
you
he's a
say
fan of yours,
exactly.
and then he hears a fan. He hears someone who he thinks
was
is a
hurt.
mutual fan.
That's true.
And he's hurt just like you. Remember, these dudes are sensitive, man.
Oh, he's
Rappers
super
are fucking
This
sensitive.
is what Joe
right?
does.
So,
Joe
but
throws,
but here's
Joe
a-
throws
here's
a
an
shot
interesting thing.
and
Once-
then acts like he didn't throw that initial shot.
That's not true. On
You
my,
absolutely are acting that
y'all
way.
couldn't be more wrong.
You act like that
You
with Meek.
absolutely,
Can I
and you're
talk?
not understanding his sensitivity. We're sitting
Go
here
ahead.
going, I understand how you feel when someone comes at you, right? Because you know your ability. He knows his ability. You can't
Time to show him
hate
my
on that
ability.
man for having confidence in what he does, just like he can't hate on you for having confidence in you do. So, but I don't understand why you're so perplexed that he would come at you.
On my podcast, I said, when I broke down that whole 4 p.m. shit, I said, I'm not mad at this. He's doing what he's supposed to do. I did this. I did this. He has responded. Let me tell you from here, don't play. You're playing with the wrong nigga. So I wasn't mad. Yo, when Meek, I wasn't mad. Like, y'all dealing with somebody, that's what I'm saying. I don't be mad.
You
I
said
don't
fuck
I
be
feel
Meek
like
at the
you
beginning of
are.
Making a Murderer. And
I'm
I'm
going to
like,
say fuck
it's a
Meek
rap
anytime it's a mic in front of
but
me.
he didn't do nothing to
Yes,
you,
the fuck he
Joe.
did.
You
But yes,
started
he
with
did.
him.
But yes, he did.
You
But
started
yes,
with
he did.
him, Joe.
But yes, he did.
What did he
But
do to
yes,
you,
he
Joe?
did.
And Meek don't like none of these niggas we're talking about like me, by the way. Okay, so I'm not defending any of these niggas.
You guys on the
All right?
same
I
side.
don't like you.
All of these, exactly. All of these niggas that try to run down on me at certain points that people don't know about, or maybe they do because I talk about it. So none of these niggas like me. So let's be clear on that. So I'm not defending none of them.
Charlamagne,
But you started
I'm
with
gonna
Meek
always
first.
be on the side of the last, the least, the lost, the left out, the looked over. So when him and his girlfriend attacked me after I apologized, and Nikki, and I was real hurt because we got some people in common, her and I. We'll leave that off of here. The Meek shit, I didn't really care about him. He's young, he's immature, whatever. But because I'm always on that side, I'm going to always have a problem when people who are up, as far as status, because I know these people, they all whack. But when you up there in status and now you want to use that status to trample over people on the bottom, like y'all wasn't there, I'm going to always feel away.
But stop
So
thinking
wait,
you're
time
on the
out, time out,
bottom.
time out,
Started with them.
stop. So Meek, a whole 3 days, 3 days. You could do whatever time hop you need to do. If you're listening, go back and get it. 3 days, maybe even 4. He went nuts. So
After
keep
you
saying-
dissing him, though.
Weird. Why you keep saying that?
Because
You
it's like
started
me.
it.
I get on that radio
Yeah, but
every
it was
day.
over
I
for a
say
year.
things about people.
Hey,
When
I
they
started
run
it
on
back
me,
up.
and now I'm still here with the shits. So let's address that.
So
Y'all
you
right.
can't be upset.
Who the fuck is upset?
You!
Why do they keep saying I'm upset?
You're upset.
Why do y'all keep
You
saying
was
I'm
slamming
upset?
the
To-
table.
to
You
put
know
context-
Yo,
to put
listen.
context,
You,
what
this is what
exactly-
happened. You swing on a dude, right?
Joe's clinically
This is what happened.
crazy.
What is he upset about?
You,
No,
here's what,
you
here's
guys
what he's
could be
upset
right.
about.
I'm trying
Here's
to
what
find
he's
the
upset
context.
about.
I'm not
You
agreeing with
swing on
anything.
a dude,
I wanna know.
right? You drop him, right? He gets up and you start to feel bad. You go, yo, my bad. I shouldn't have dropped you. And then when the dude swings back at you, you're like, what the fuck you swinging
How
back
dare
at
you
me
hit
for?
me?
How dare you? I
Word
said
up.
I'm
How
sorry.
dare
you
He's
hit
like,
me?
dog, you punched me in the
If
face.
that's
I'm going to
what,
punch
if
you
that's
back.
what both of y'all are hearing, then we just our
That's
brains
what
are just
everybody who's
functioning
listening to
different.
this is hearing.
No, that's what
not
every.
true.
No,
That's not true.
every
That's
single
not
person-
True. That's not true. That's
Okay.
not true.
He starts it. They reply. Joe is then saying, "Hey, you sure you want to do this with me?"
No, I first said I'm sorry. I didn't know y'all took
Was
it like
not
that. It's not
upset
my
that-
job to decide.
No, you called him a
how
bitch.
y'all get offended. No, the first thing I said was I
You
apologize.
said Meek, but
But before you
said
said that-
Meek looks like a bitch.
he did look like a bitch.
So how can you be mad? We from the hood. You know niggas don't want to hear that shit.
You can't say that.
He's not saying he didn't understand why he replied.
I don't know why they keep doing
I'm riding in the
this.
car. I'm
Something
riding in the
is
car.
wrong
I'm
with their
listening to Joe.
brains.
I'm riding in the car last week. I'm listening to Joe. I like Joe's commentary. Soon as Joe goes, he sucks Drake's dick. I'm like, what the fuck? Me and Joe got to fight. Because you from the hood. You know you don't invite niggas to your dick.
I didn't invite you to my
But you
dick.
invited, you said like I'm sucking his dick. Like, god damn, Joe, that was harsh.
See, he said he's not from the 90s, but that's a 90s thing.
That is.
That's a 90s thing.
Very.
What it is?
Very.
So if that's in you, Charlamagne, it should always be in
It's
you.
never not been
When
in
is
me.
it
It
left?
should always be in you.
Tell me when it's left. I need to know.
Shit.
Tell me. This is.
I just
Tell
don't,
me.
I don't understand.
Tell me when it's left, Joe.
Yeah, you need evidence for a
That
premise,
we
man.
need
Why? Y'all
we
keep
need
You
a-
ain't
we
wrong.
need a
I
Y'all
need
keep
to
full-
saying,
know.
y'all keep saying I'm mad.
'Cause-
Y'all ain't got evidence.
Because Rory had an
You
opinion.
said you're mad. You
No, I
said
said
you
I'm all-
emotionally reacted and you were mad. You
No.
said when am I not mad?
yeah.
That was your
Don't go-
exact
don't
word.
go in
When
his
am I
brain.
not mad?
Don't go in his
No,
brain.
no, no. I'm just
Andrew,
reminding
don't
him
do
what
it
he
to
said.
That's
Don't
funny.
do it.
Listen, what bothers me most about this is your insecurity here. Because you said you will always stand up for the people on the bottom, the people who are looked over, the people who are trampled, which to me seems like that's who you think you are. Well, you got to start realizing you're fucking Joe Budden, bro. You got bars.
That don't mean much.
No. It bothers me because you're looking at that like it's a permission slip to respond to dudes because they're bigger than you. But if you know you got bars like these dudes, which nobody's denying that you do, why are you looking at like you're the
Joe
bully?
Budden is a bully acting like a
listen.
victim.
But so there it is.
What
So
am I
maybe it's
bully-
victimology.
You
then.
bully the big celebrities.
Y'all are bullying me now.
No.
Hey.
You bully these people and then they respond. You act like a victim.
It's
At-
like I'm
at
little,
no
I'm weak.
point-
You're not.
At no point am I acting like a victim, and I'm not angry. Y'all keep making that the narrative, and it's not.
We just using the words
Charlamagne,
you said.
Did
Yeah,
you
but
act
y'all
like
are
a victim
twisting
with
them.
Birdman?
Absolutely not. Because I knew exactly what he was there for. I didn't play clueless or dumb. I knew what he was there for. But
When-
my
well,
thing,
When do I play clueless or dumb?
you're doing it right now.
Right now.
You're acting like you don't know why Meek went at you for 3-4 days straight.
This is what I
That's
interpreted.
not what
from
I'm
the
saying. You acting like you don't
know why
Birdman
Drake broke
thing.
my
I
Pump it
know
up.
why Meek did that. I know why Drake did that. I know why
You
they
act
both
like
did
you
that.
act like you don't know why Nicki's mad at you.
I know why she did that.
So
I
then
know
what's
why
the
Nicki
they-
don't like
problem?
me either, by the way. And Nicki was cool. We was cool until I said I thought Iggy Azalea should have won the Best Female Artist at the BET Awards that year.
I think this is very contradictory with you, and I maybe perceived the Birdman thing wrong because I only saw the clip that everyone else saw. I don't know the background story or what you said afterwards.
Okay.
But when Birdman came in and you sat there and said, well, I'm just the radio guy. Why didn't you talk to these other people? That sounds exactly what you're accusing Joe of.
What do you mean?
No.
How so?
That's
He
two totally
threw,
different
he threw a
things.
shot because that's why Birdman was there, from my understanding, because you had said something about him on the radio. Am
Yeah,
I right or wrong?
so if I said shit about Birdman on the radio and you come to the radio, what does that let me think? That lets me think that you're about to sit down and conduct an interview and dispute everything that I've said.
Oh, he said it all before
quote,
before you guys got on the radio.
What you mean?
He was standing up. He
Yeah,
was
he
addressing
walked
it
in a
before,
room
before
with
there was a
6
radio.
dudes trying to intimidate somebody. That's not
I'm
radio
not denying
shit.
that part. I'm saying I'm not going to get into particulars with that. I'm just saying with this victim thing, you throw a shot and someone comes and you say, I'm the radio guy. Why don't you talk to these people?
No,
It's
kind of what
no,
you're saying,
no,
Joe
no.
did. I threw a
No,
shot
no,
at Drake and Meek.
What
I can't believe they're coming down.
Clarify this. Clarify this.
Click,
It's
no, let me
easy.
say,
I could be wrong. I'm asking a question.
Say the
I'm not
whole
telling you.
line. What I said was, why you coming here acting tough with the radio guy? Take that shit to the people who's acting tough with you.
Because
Because I'm not acting tough with Birdman when I'm giving my opinion, when I'm saying things like, yo, why would you sign the Birdman when he has a history of not paying
And
artists?
Joe gave an opinion.
But you understand the difference between you don't
He
understand
gave
the
an opinion
No,
on
I
the
don't
views.
understand the
You
difference.
understand the difference
So I'm-
between aggressive tactics, right? Which might happen in a rap beef
Andrew,
between
if you
two
knock this
rappers.
shit the fuck-
Right?
There was 1,000 cameras in there. They wasn't doing nothing in there.
And somebody doing this, and somebody
Rory,
saying
I've been
this
punched
is
on
bad.
camera. I don't give a
I've
fuck
been
about
punched
cameras.
on camera.
Exactly. Cameras around don't mean somebody won't
I'm
do
saying
nothing.
Birdman's been in this
wasn't.
industry
They're not
for
hitting you at the
40
radio
years. They not
station.
hitting you at the radio station
had
with
6
cameras on.
niggas
Come
with
on,
him.
come
I
on,
don't
come
know.
on. I know
They still
that.
not hitting
Come
you
on.
at the radio
He been in this
station.
industry
I
forever.
don't
He not
know.
doing that dumb shit. He would
I
have
don't
done
know,
it 20
Rory.
years
I
ago.
don't know.
I don't
Rory.
sleep
Yeah,
on
come on.
nobody.
Yo, come
niggas are
on,
good.
man.
I don't sleep on nobody.
Guys,
I don't sleep on
guys,
nobody. yo.
we have to be prepared. We
I
have
don't
to be
sleep on
prepared at
nobody.
all times.
I don't sleep on nobody. Why
You know
come
what I
there
mean?
with 6 niggas? Like,
You've seen
No.
people come
I didn't
up
want to
here
get
with a
too
billion
deep
people.
into
Yeah,
the
that's not
Birdman thing.
important.
I just, from my perspective, you're doing the same thing to what Joe just did.
but I don't act clueless.
He's the same. Neither do
No, no,
I.
no.
He didn't act
Y'all
clueless.
can't-
No, no, no,
I'm
no,
on the
no,
podcast
no,
with
no,
him. I know what he
Not,
said.
not
Rory.
once in anything Joe has said has Joe acknowledged his podcast. He don't acknowledge he
that.
called Meek a bitch.
I said that.
Oh no,
No,
after I brought it
we
up.
brought that
We're
up.
recording, you
We
know.
brought that up. Yeah. People are listening. They'll
It's
listen.
a podcast.
But
Y'all
here's the
can
thing.
bring it
What
up.
did you say that was what did you say that was aggressive towards Baby?
Nothing.
Did you threaten to attack him? Did you threaten
No.
to do anything to him?
Nope.
So he came through.
Didn't call him a bitch.
Didn't call him a bitch.
Joe didn't
do
say he was
nothing.
going to beat up views. He just said he
No,
didn't
no,
like it.
But did you
He
call
didn't
him a
say he was
bitch?
going to deck Drake
Did
because
you
he
call
hates
Baby a
fucking
bitch?
one
No, I'm
dance.
not
Did
saying
you
that.
insult him?
The Drake thing is rap. Meek them gonna try to see you when they run into
Good.
you, Joe.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't co-sign that good, by the way.
Rory wants no parts of this.
Good.
Well, let's talk about other things.
I'm just a podcast guy.
Why am I a puppet? I want to know about that.
Because I believe I'm gonna just refer back to the Dame conversation. I fall on that side. You fall on the other side.
Which side?
I can see it more. I think you would be. I think your hip hop roots would shine and flourish a little more if your show allowed it, or if the radio allowed it, or if it was allowed.
me
You
ask
have
you-
the #1 show. I think there are restraints. I think there are. I think there's a ceiling over you, and I could tell when you, Envy, and Angela start fucking leveraging your relationships or just thinking about your relationships as you're doing your job. That's called a puppet,
For
Charlamagne.
example,
Let
though,
me
for,
say- let me-
No,
let me-
That's called
Don't
a puppet,
respond to
Charlamagne.
nothing. You're responding to nothing. You're
responding
responding
to. He didn't say a single bit of evidence here. Give me an example. You just gave opinion. You need evidence to back up opinion. So,
But
No, I don't.
in any
No, I
logical
don't. No, I don't.
discourse,
I don't need
you
an
need
example.
evidence
No,
to
I
back
don't.
up opinion.
No,
Why
I
would you
don't.
respond? You're responding to
I don't need
clouds.
Listen, I don't need an
Give
example.
evidence.
I can tell you exactly why that's totally untrue.
I'm listening.
What is untrue? Nothing has
Listen,
been said.
Relax. I've been doing radio since 1998.
He's on Adderall.
I've been doing radio since 1998. This is the 7th radio station I've worked at. I've been fired 4 times because of my opinion. The reason the Breakfast Club hired me after being fired 4 times because they know exactly what to expect from Charlamagne. Since I've been here from 2010, I've shitted on guys like Drake, Birdman,
Sure,
Lil
man, I
Wayne,
know.
all of these core artists
I know.
for iHeart. You know how many times they've come to me and been like, Drake won't do our concert because of you. Did I stop? Absolutely not. Lil Wayne won't do this because of you. None of these guys have even ever come to the Breakfast Club. And hold on, let me tell you, when you talk about ceilings, who would bring Minister Farrakhan on the Breakfast Club twice? Dr. Umar Johnson.
Who wouldn't?
Dick Gregory. When did you see Farrakhan on any major media before me on the Breakfast Club?
I'm not really a media guy.
These are guys that come in here and talk about white supremacy, talk about how the white man is the devil, all of this kind of stuff, and I'm bringing them on the show. But you're talking about we got ceilings? Come
You
on,
do
Joe.
have ceilings.
None.
You do have ceilings. Time out. Time
Okay,
out.
and when you talk about
All right, go ahead.
relationships, why am I getting attacked in front of the radio station twice already? Why do none of these artists fuck with me that you're talking about? What are the relationships? I don't have relationships.
A DJ did that. What are you talking about? Why are you getting attacked in front
It
of
was
a
twice.
Example.
So they
Example.
sent them twice?
Maybe.
Okay, well, the second one
Maybe-
got really fucked
maybe-
up.
maybe he
Didn't help.
did.
But my point is, I don't have no
Charlamagne,
relationships.
I
I'm not
think-
in the music
I
industry.
think you do a lot of good. Yes, you are in the music
No,
industry.
I'm not.
Yes, you are, though.
You never see me in
You
no
are in the
industry
music
parties.
industry. Yes, I have seen you at the industry
What
parties.
parties?
Okay.
Name them. When? I don't go to none of that
Who
shit.
I don't be there that
cares?
often
Exactly.
either.
No album release parties. No fucking listening
Well,
parties. I don't
you
do
can
none of
still be
that
in the
shit.
music
I don't
industry,
mix
not
with
go
them
to
You're
niggas.
in the music.
Rory, have you ever seen me ever before today
Charlamagne.
in person?
Probably in passing.
Never.
Whether
You can't
like
recall.
Charlamagne,
You can't
whether you
recall.
like it
Yeah, I
or
know
not,
specific.
you are in the music
No,
industry.
I don't be going.
That's
to,
number one. Number
the
two.
definition of going to music industry
I
isn't going to
think
events.
all that shit that you just said, I know that you fucking hate all them niggas. I'm not arguing there. I'm talking about the people that you don't necessarily hate so much that you maybe
Who?
don't. But listen, I'm not here. I don't
I
have
need to
that.
know
I'm not-
Say
who.
I'm
facts.
not- no,
You saying
no.
things with no evidence.
So I'm giving him my
What you
opinion.
mean so?
I'm
That's the
giving-
whole
I'm-
point
I'm-
of discourse.
I'm giving him my opinion. He asked me for it. I'm giving it
And
to
we're
him.
asking you to
on
back up
we're
your
on
opinion.
revolt every day, and I still say Diddy's music is whack. We're on Revolt every day, and I asked Diddy, did he have something to do with killing Tupac?
You still keep talking about all that you do. I'm telling you, I can hear.
I need to know examples.
And I
Give
said
me
it
an
last time I
example.
was here. Last time I was here, you know how much it took for you to give Meek the donkey of the day? It took a lot.
Because I had faith in him as a rapper. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt on some
But
rap
did he
shit.
get it?
Like,
some people don't get the benefit
But
of
did
the
he
doubt.
And I
get
gave
it?
him 2 donkeys
Some-
that week. I gave him a
Time out.
warning on
He
Wednesday.
They was all late. All of that was late.
No,
he
I gave
gave
him
it to him.
I gave him
late.
a warning on Wednesday of the day back-to-back drop. And by Friday, after he dropped that whack ass diss
A lot
record, I was on him.
That was mad late. A lot of people get the benefit of the doubt with you. Yee, I could just hear it. I hear it. I can hear it.
Give me an example then.
I just fucking did.
You
And
just
by the
said the
way-
word yee.
and
Give
by
me an
the way-
example
and
of
by
what
the way-
happened.
Meek. I
Oh,
said
Meek.
Meek.
And by the
So
way,
he
lately,
was 2 days late with Meek.
No, I didn't say that. You're
wasn't
putting
2 days
words in
late
my
with
mouth.
Meek.
You said late. You said
Then
the word late.
2 days.
I assumed 2 days.
Don't assume with me.
Fine. How many days?
A lot.
Okay, a lot of days
Much
late.
more
Whatever
than
that
2.
is.
Joe,
how
you're
many
getting
days
angry,
late?
Joe.
How
You're
many
getting
days
angry.
late?
You're getting angry,
It's
Joe.
okay. I don't care about anger.
I'm not angry.
Be angry. Be angry. It's good. Look, how many days late were you with your Drake diss? How long were you feeling these feelings about Drake before you actually put it out there in the world and criticize him? Because that was probably going on a little while. Maybe not 2 days, but maybe a lot.
No, my feelings changed often regarding Drake.
But you never did anything about it. That's funny. Why? How long did it take you to actually do something about it?
I did something about it. That's not true.
But it was a while because you've been sitting here telling
No,
us,
that's-
I didn't like what
no.
was going
Well,
on
it's
and where
something-
was
it's
this
something
and
rap-
this, that, the other.
No.
And you took your time because you actually liked this person. You believed in this person,
Is-
right?
is
Much
something-
like
is
you
something
believed
rap?
in me.
Andrew.
And then all of a
Because
sudden,
he said on the
Andrew,
podcast
dropped
right
it.
away.
Andrew,
Yeah.
publicly.
Well, we're
yes.
talking publicly, right? This
No,
is what you
no,
do
I'm
publicly.
not. I'm
That's
not.
what we are. You're criticizing for his public displays.
And by the way, Joe, you've only gotten donkey of the day once. I could have gave you donkey of the day many times.
Charlamagne.
For many various
Charlamagne,
reasons.
the picture that you
That-
paint, and I just be thinking it's because you want to fuck Tahiri at some point in life. I don't know, but the picture that you be painting about me, you know my character better than the picture that you paint.
All I do is,
While
discuss
time
the
out,
facts.
time out.
I never make up
That's
anything.
not true. You don't. So 1 minute you don't fact check, and the next minute you just discuss the
I
facts.
didn't make
So
up
this is a
anything.
Time out.
personal
If-
thing.
if
Joe,
discuss-
you
it's
were the
always
first
personal,
Birdman
Joe.
on the
No,
Breakfast Club.
so
by the
this
way.
is a personal thing against
just
you.
said-
It's not about Charlamagne being hip hop or not. You think that
No.
he's disparaging your character, and then you're looking for other reasons to be upset at him. So this is a personal you and
Andrew,
Charlamagne thing, not a hip hop
Either your
thing.
interpretation is poor, or you're purposely trying to twist my words. Either way, I'm not responding.
I don't
to
have
that.
to twist
That's
anything.
not what I just said.
To me, all I see is you being upset at the way that he is, I guess, placing your character or placing character judgments
That's
on
true.
you. Right? That's
That's
a
true.
personal thing.
That's
so
true.
when we are personally offended, myself included, I start to look at somebody and go, you know what? Fuck that guy who personally offended me. I'm going to look for other reasons why he's an asshole.
Oh, that may be you. I don't work like that.
You don't work like that, but
No.
it seems like right now you're looking at
I
that
don't
because you're
care how-
attacking his hip hop cred only
No,
after he's
no.
attacked your personality.
No, Andrew. No.
That's what it seems.
I mean, you still
I
haven't
don't-
said,
I
well,
don't
I'm not
care.
hip hop.
You can't
I don't care how it
say a
seems.
reason why he's not hip hop.
I don't care how it seems.
You can't give a single shred of evidence.
I don't need to. I saw Charlamagne in Sumter, and there
Columbia.
Columbia.
Yeah.
I drove from Sumter. Columbia. The Charlamagne, I keep saying Sumter too. The Charlamagne that I saw in Columbia
Mhm.
and the Charlamagne that I hear and see now, of course they won't be the same because people change every day. You want to grow. You want to mature.
That was 10, 12 years ago.
So?
And nothing's changed. You know, the first time I interviewed you,
the same,
I asked
the
you,
same,
were you and
the same
Jaheim
amount,
fucking?
The same amount of hip-hop I was then,
Yeah.
I am now.
Well,
But you've changed
The
as a
first time I
person.
interviewed you, I asked you, were you and Jaheim fucking? Because that was the fucking rumor that was on the internet at the time.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Now, that was
No,
12 years ago.
I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. Hold on.
But what he's saying, but that's
Wait, I
not
have
true.
that. I have that interview
Charlamagne,
still.
wait, time out. Because now he's starting some new shit. Wait, the rumor at the time was Jaheim was gay. That was it. That was when Jaheim flipped out over there. Not Joe Budden and Jaheim was fucking. Yeah, Jaheim flipped out over there. You don't remember?
Well, I don't remember. I thought it was you and Jaheim
He
had a
went to the
relationship.
radio station. They called him gay. He flipped out and fucking ran
But it
out.
was in there with you, right?
Whether
No.
that was a rumor or
I
not,
wasn't
that's
there.
hilarious.
Well, I don't know how this shit came about, but I remember I asked him that. And Joe,
No.
I did ask
You
you
do that a
that.
lot. You do that. Let's be very clear. Joe Budden fucking
Fucking with a
Jaheim
man's butthole
is
right now,
not a
bro.
rumor. And that's what you do. You
That was
usually
petty,
just
though.
fucking.
Yeah.
I did ask you that, but the only reason I brought it up because you said I sucked dick last week. To be honest with you.
All right, so you do. All right, we even.
Okay.
All right, we even. See, but Andrew, that's so you don't know me and you've never met me. Listen, You never met me.
Andrew, what the fuck did we get ourselves into over here? Way too much
Yo,
dick
son,
sucking over
If
here.
you looked at me and Rory connect eyes on that shit, both of us were just trying to figure out what the hell went on. I'm looking for clarity from Rory. Rory's looking for clarity from me. What the fuck is
Zaheem's texting me like, what's going on? No.
I thought Joe gets bitches. What's happening?
Andrew, you don't
Holy shit.
know me, and yes, all rappers are sensitive. I agree.
Creatives are sensitive.
But
That's
yeah, and I'm sensitive, but not really toward me. I'm sensitive toward how other people feel. I've been through so much fucked up shit, thank you, that I'm really not. So Rory's with me almost every day. I love Charlamagne even through his fuck shit. Like you say, all of the shit he does on radio station, my character, so you were upset at him now. No, Charlamagne is super dickhead, and he's not sensitive about it, or at least he doesn't behave that way.
Not at all.
I like that about him.
Sure.
I am not sensitive toward me. Niggas can say whatever the fuck they want. I'm gonna go tear Pete ass up because he's sensitive.
Peter.
Rosenberg, I'm gonna tear him up.
Oh.
He's sensitive. I'm meeting a lot of sensitive men who I'm just seeing it's pouring out. I'm not like that. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
I don't
I think
believe
you're
that, bro.
sensitive.
Well, y'all don't believe a lot. I
You-
said I'm sensitive.
Well, then why are you saying
This guy is crazy. Listen,
'Cause I keep
Joe's
saying
the original
other
Birdman.
people-
Joe is
other-
finished and done. Joe came on the Breakfast Club. Joe came on the
That's
Breakfast
funny.
Club, and I said, Joe, did you sit on her stomach? He said, no, I sat under her breast. What the fuck is going on?
Well, first of all, y'all shouldn't have rappers up there at fucking 7 in the morning. That's number one.
It's not 7 in the morning now,
No,
Joe.
not now. I'm talking about then.
This is what Joe does.
And you should have never wanted to do it. You know that woman to see. That's what I mean. That right there is exactly what I mean.
What?
You don't know that Esther Baxter's a fucking nutcase, Charlamagne?
I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know
Yeah,
her.
he does that a lot.
I
Okay.
really don't know her. I don't think
Okay.
I've ever met Esther. I don't know. I don't do
Okay.
the industry thing like y'all do, Joe.
Why you keep saying y'all?
Because you are still an industry person, very much so.
How?
You play the regular Joe role because your name is Joe and that's a good character to play. But you are industry like a motherfucker.
How?
Easily.
How?
Everything.
Oh, now we need evidence, Joe?
No, I'm just asking.
Well,
I don't have
I
any
don't
I don't have
ask-
any
I
evidence.
just
We
wanna
don't do
know-
evidence.
I just want to hear why he thinks that.
I don't
You don't
have
need to
any
prove it.
Evidence
work-
is nice.
You work at Power 105 and are employed by MTV. Joe is not even signed to a record label.
That's his fault. That's
how
his
is-
problem.
That's
No,
actually
it's
a
not
great
a problem.
problem in
It's not a
2016.
problem. That's a great thing.
How are you not industry and he is?
I want to hear it.
I never said I wasn't. I work in the industry.
Yes, you did.
This is my thing.
You said I'm not part of the music industry.
You said I'm not in
Rory,
the
when's the last
industry.
time I saw you? Never seen me on a part of the
I'm not as
music
industry as those guys. I bet you've been
Who
to
are those guys?
I bet you've been to more album release parties than me. I bet you've been to more listening parties. I bet you hang around more rappers. I
I've been
bet you
in
hang
the-
around more producers.
Oh, then
I
I
don't
can
do
I
none
can
of that
co-sign that every last part of that it couldn't be further
Can
from the
I,
truth.
I hate all them niggas like you. I don't
Can
know
I
what the fuck you
intervene?
talking about.
I think
Okay.
you guys are equally, actually, both not very industry. I just
Yeah,
from
I
my
don't-
understanding of both. First of all, me
Did you steal
personally
my
with
coffee?
Charlamagne, no. But me personally, with just knowing Charlamagne, I just don't
I
see
had
him
the
as somebody who's
opposite.
affected by it. And from you, I don't really see you as part of the, I don't know, fabric of the rap industry. I've never really felt
Thank you.
that way from you. But we're both arguing who's less when you're already both less. I think we can agree on that.
I don't think
I
we're
mean, that's,
arguing.
I mean, that's
Well-
the truth of the matter. I was offended when I heard Joe say I was a puppet last week. Cause I'm like,
My opinion,
Good, nigga.
my
I've been
opinion of
offended for
puppet,
years at shit
my
you said.
opinion of
Good.
puppet was
Take
not
it.
Joe's. I would disagree. If anything, puppet wise, and I don't know all the
I
facts.
was
just
more
healthy
offended also at
conversation.
you too, Rory, when you said that I steal content from Twitter.
Well, you'd been accused of that a while ago. I
But
wasn't
that's
saying you're doing
dick-
now.
That's dickheads on
Wait,
Twitter.
but Rory didn't say that. He said you've been accused of that, and
Yeah.
you have been accused
Been
of that.
accused of it.
But that's stupid. Like it bugs me out because they act like the things that we're discussing on Twitter, people aren't discussing in real life.
I agree.
Like it's the dumbest shit in the world.
No,
But
Like
you-
if Rich Homie Quan fucks up at the BET Awards and everybody's tweeting me like, "Shot me, you gotta give him Donkey of the Day." Why wouldn't I give him Donkey of the Day? I'm watching the VH1 Awards just
Not,
like
that's
y'all.
not what I meant.
And that ain't.
That's not what I meant by
So what did you
stealing.
mean?
You had
What
been
do you mean?
accused of stealing
Charlamagne
actual
is good.
lines,
Yeah, nigga.
like word for word, 140 characters, and saying them on the radio.
And that's bullshit.
I'm not. I didn't accuse you of it.
Yeah.
That's just what was around. But
So you brought
have
up
you,
an accusation.
Yeah. Have you
Me beating bitches up is bullshit. Same
accusation?
shit. Same shit.
And you replayed it when he gave him Donkey of the Day when it had nothing to do with it. So
Fair
you
enough.
can see someone.
You've
can-
never been convicted
that's
of that?
not true. I gave
Never.
him Donkey today because
Never.
he said
Never.
that Meek looks soft and Meek looks like a bitch because he's all into fucking Nicki. So I said, well, Joe, you wouldn't know anything about being in a good relationship because you're never in one, and every girl you date accuses you of beating them up. So that's why that was the
So
context.
he
It
brought
wasn't
up
just playing
accusation,
random.
just like you brought
I
up
wasn't just
accusation.
playing
Yeah.
random shit. I was proving my point.
Well, You played a whole fucking clip.
I played
A
3
awful
different
clip.
girls saying that they beat him up, and then I
It's
played
fine.
I didn't
I
sit
agree.
on her stomach. I sat under her breast.
I agree.
Do you
Women
beat
don't
girls
do
up?
that. No,
No.
I'm
You don't
agreeing
beat
with you,
girls
Sean.
up.
No, I don't hit him. I don't touch him. I only even ever have to deal with it only when he's in front of me.
So he's the only
and I
person who
bought-
brings it
and
up.
I bought
You
it
are
up
the
twice.
only
That's
person.
the
That's
point
not
I was
true,
trying
my
to get
nigga.
at,
That's not
Charlamagne.
true. So let's just
It's really
call a
only
spade a
brought up
spade.
when you bring it up.
You are the only person that keeps that narrative alive. It's such a bold. It's such a bold accusatory thing to say.
I did it
and
once
you
when we
know
did
my
Breakfast Club
character.
Court with you.
You know my character and you know the person I am. So every time my name is brought up, for you to do that, I would have to think that there's something else in play.
Joe, I've done the Donkey of the Day, and I did a Breakfast Club Court while you were sitting in front of me.
Right? Makes sense, Andrew? Andrew?
I think
No?
that
But do I talk behind your back?
It makes-
Same thing I say to your face.
real quick.
That's why I
So
understand.
what?
That's why I understand.
No,
He's like
no,
he's
no, but
passive aggressive.
you have to-
Who?
you have-
I've never been
look,
passive aggressive.
I understand where you're coming from, Joe. The sensitivity to that. You go. Is there a personal feeling that we have here? Is there something personally fucked up because you keep bringing up this accusation which hasn't been
Yes.
proven?
Keep
Yes,
bringing it
Andrew.
up.
But
Yes, you
let's-
do.
No,
But at the same time,
don't.
look. At the same time, people bring up accusations all the time with everybody. You can't mention Charlamagne's name without saying he's fucking bleaching his skin, this, that, the
bleaching.
other.
But
There's tons of
time out.
accusations.
So let me respond to that. Many times I bring up Charlamagne's name without talking about bleaching skin.
Well, you brought it up
Every
today.
Yeah, 'cause you
time-
say other things like you're sucking dick,
No,
you're a
Charlamagne.
puppet, you're
Charlamagne.
bad for New York radio.
What he's trying to say is just tell him that he
I'm
beats
like, what
women.
the fuck?
He'd rather that than suck dick and bleach his skin. Okay? Just
No,
say he
but-
hit a
Was
hoe
it-
once.
was it-
No,
Also
because he
not
never.
up on
No,
a-
because he
Stop
never has
beating these
to.
bitches.
No, because he never has to stand in court all the way down there by fucking Wall Street and have a judge in front of him with the Daily News reporters there saying, "All right, you suck dick." Like that. That's not happening. That happens
yeah.
to me.
Sucking dick is not a crime.
Here's your
hitting women
shade
is.
one month. Here's your shade the other. Jury, what do you have to say?
I think Charlamagne's been sucking his dick. I think
Sucking dick is
that's
not a crime. All right?
Hey, you suck a dick. You suck a dick.
You've
I
been
ain't mad
accused
at
of
you.
crimes.
And you bash Mr. C for sucking some dick. See?
No,
so
not
now you're
sucking.
homophobic.
He was
So
a-
now you're homophobic.
No, he
So
was
now
a-
you're homophobic.
No, he was a serial purchaser of penis. Okay? First of all,
What's wrong with that?
nothing. But
Yeah,
as a
if you pay
radio
him.
personality, you think I'm going to let that content just go? This guy on the rival station who's a legend is out here buying fucking dick 3 times?
Yeah, but
Come on, how can I let that go, Joe?
Denying buying dick.
Joe,
I think
how
that's
can I
where
let
it comes
that go,
down.
Joe?
Denying.
I get-
You
I-
do
I
radio, you
think-
do podcasts,
I-
but you go a week without talking about that if you was doing your podcast when that shit happened.
Maybe.
No, you wouldn't.
Maybe I don't know. See, I guess, and this is what it, and I'm glad we did this because I figured it out. I have figured it out. When I think of you, I just think you above certain things. I just think that certain shit is beneath you because fuck what I hear on the radio donkey today and all of that shit. I just would like to think I know where your heart lies. And when I hear some of that stuff, like the mysticism, like it's dirty. It's dirty
Stop it, Joe.
to me.
So
You said I sucked dick last week. So don't
think that you
so don't
suck-
be mad
do
at
I
me
think-
for clowning somebody for
think-
going out there purchasing penis and getting his dick sucked. Okay?
No.
Hold up. And it's not
Hey,
even about him.
But that's
not-
a rival.
It has
That's a-
nothing to do with being gay. That's just crazy. You're Mr. fucking
Well, no,
C,
I think-
and you're out here constantly, not just once, not just twice,
Yeah.
3
So
times.
that's why I disagreed with Joe's opinion on the puppet part. But my theory on the puppet part here is just that right there. I think you started out very genuine in dissing all these people and everything, and it became very, very popular, obviously. So now you kind of have to live into this character.
don't.
Which
You think
that's
he's
my
Trump?
opinion. I could be wrong.
You think he's Trump?
No, I think it's the Dark Knight theory. I think you just living into this fucking thing, and you can't go above your morals to not fucking say
No, I'm glad you said
put
that. Because if you
run a
anybody-
whole clip
can
of
we
some
acknowledge
woman
Mr. C real
allegedly
quick?
getting beat.
Real quick with Mr. C,
Oh, I
I think
would've done
the
the same thing you
issue
do
with
with
Mr. C is not that he's sucking dick, is that it was denying that he's sucking dick. If Mr. C was like, look, I love trans
No, of
women,
course, and I'm
I
not
suck
arguing
trans
that.
dick all the time.
My puppet
That's
thing with
not a
him would
news
be
story.
that he fell too far in his character. Now it's expected. He has to do it. I disagree with Joe, but I still would say if we're going to go with the puppet route, it is that you have created this character off something genuine, and now you have to do it.
And Rory, I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Because I'm not a character, and I never want to become a
I
character.
said create. He said created.
And I never want to become a caricature of myself because that becomes whack.
I agree.
I'm
with you.
I'm not stuck into nothing. If I
I'm
was
bringing
stuck
a
in
theory
something,
up, Charlamagne.
I'd have
I don't
fucking
know you.
I'd have poured all Drake's fucking champagne out when he sent it to me and been like, "Fuck that."
Which I still think you should have done.
Or when
If he was
Char-
really would've did
when
that.
Charged Up and Back to Back came out, I'd have been like, "Oh, these records are whack." But that's a lie. Charged Up was just okay to me, but I gave him props for responding with raps. And Back to Back was hard. Whether my name was in it or not, that shit was a hard fucking record. Hating would be to say, "Yo, Joe Buttons can't rap."
Look,
That would be a lie. Yeah.
That's bullshit. I can't say that, but I can
That's
get on
hate.
the. I will say.
I will say Joe Budden can rap, but he'll beat your bitch up. He don't bring no bitches
I
around
didn't say
him because
that.
he'll fuck up.
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
Listen, I could have made a great joke yesterday about you constantly abusing women because you keep going at Drake. All right, but
That's a good joke.
fucking.
That's a good
But
joke.
I haven't made
why
those.
don't you- that's
But
funny.
that's a funny joke.
But I haven't made those
Every
jokes.
time, but that's funny.
But
Every time you bring up that nasty other bullshit, it's always in such poor
And
taste.
where you could say
But I
we're picking
haven't
and
made
choosing
jokes
there.
about-
One was
I-
way more malicious, and that was
Yeah,
funny.
that nigga know when he malicious, man. I don't want to hear this fuck shit. I can see through it. That nigga know when he malicious. He know what he doing. He know he play that victim shit too.
I'm not
Oh, what am I
playing
doing?
victim.
I'm always the same person. I ordered this. Oh, come
And,
knock the fuck off.
But I
And
haven't
what-
made jokes about Drake in years. At least before back to back, at least a half a year, because it was pointless at that point. It just sounded like hating. I got on the radio every day and it sounded like I was just motherfucking hating.
That's
This dude's winning, let him motherfucking win. Like even if I don't like Views, I got on the radio and said I didn't like Views. But that shit was #1 for 10 weeks. So what would it matter for me to come on the radio every day and say how much I don't like Views? It's pointless.
Matters none that album is #1 for 10 weeks if the nigga that made it ain't enjoying that success. I think that nigga's miserable. It
I
sounds
think you kind of miserable, Joe.
but
in a
I'm
lot of ways.
documented as being miserable.
You
don't
listen to a Joe Budden album?
Hey, if you don't know that Joe is miserable, listen to a
Guys,
Joe
so
song.
funny.
I know you probably have not heard one.
And by the
Yo,
way, and I've never met Drake in my life. Never met him, never had a conversation with him. Nothing. To this day. I don't fuck with these industry dudes.
Oh, you drunk them bottles. Shut up, nigga.
I did. Why? Well, actually, I gave them away. I gave Angela one. I gave Crystal one. We drank one on the Set of Uncommon Sense. I gave Zori one. I gave them shit away. I re-gifted all of them shit. But
Oh, and the last insult that you did with Joe with your TV show, I was really offended when you said Joe was hip hop's favorite crackhead, because DMX is hip hop's favorite crackhead, and that should be.
He's
documented.
always been hip hop's favorite.
Have you
cracker.
done
Don't
crack?
don't you dare
No.
do that.
that is true.
What
To
was your drug of
disrespect
choice?
DMX.
By the way,
Dust.
Joe's been on that
Dust.
show. That show he said that wouldn't last. Okay, which is going on with the second season.
But I
It's in
didn't
My
want to come.
friends are on that TV show.
I didn't wanna
I'm all
come.
for it.
But you said it wouldn't last. It's in the second season.
Congrats.
You know what I'm saying? It does great in ratings every
But
week.
time out. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I was only saying that not to attack you. I was looking at the slot that MTV to put it at, right? One, and then I was only judging. That was the first episode.
Mhm.
That was and I didn't enjoy it. The first episode was real whack.
I can see
As
that.
the show went on, it got better.
Absolutely.
That's how shows work.
Thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome. I just don't
Thank you for
say
that-
some-
for that
some real
revelation.
obvious
That's
shit,
because
bro.
It's not
Andrew's in the
obvious.
industry. and he
I
knows.
needed that context
Absolutely.
because that sounds like what you were saying. Charlamagne's been saying horrible things about you for a long time, so now every chance you get, you're going to attack him, and that's not true.
Okay.
So, but I'm going to talk about Uncommon Sense, the first episode on my podcast.
Absolutely.
Everything I'm just on my podcast.
As you should be able to.
And with the I'm not good for New York radio.
No, you're great for New York radio.
That's not
I
what
don't
you
know.
said last week.
No. I said Charlamagne's good for New York radio, and what I meant to say right after was I don't know how good New York radio has been for Charlamagne.
Why you say that?
As we've discussed, I just think your hip hop card is in the washing machine.
Why? Because I said your
Because
disrespect
you
was
got good
pointless.
skin and you got a nice body.
Yes, I did.
You know what?
And
You're
if you stop smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee every 2 minutes, you can have nice skin and a nice body too, Joe.
Mm.
Okay? You did dust for years. That
See,
affects
Dust
you.
Head, I like.
Dusthead is better.
Dust-
Angel
I
Dust.
don't think I called Joe a crackhead.
But
No,
I
you
don't
did,
know.
because I
you
remember
did.
being
I said you
offended
did.
because
You said hip hop's favorite crackhead, Joe Budden.
I think I tweeted it.
Really?
And I wasn't mad as his friend.
We talked about it
I'm
on the
a
podcast.
huge DMX fan, so
Okay.
I was offended. I was like, hip hop likes DMX way more than Joe.
I love DMX, by the way. All I'm saying
And
is
DMX has done crack.
It's good to have this
Documented.
productive.
I do Dust.
It's good to
Well,
have
did.
this.
I don't
Yo,
know why Dust
Charlamagne,
don't get enough
Charlamagne,
props
he
in hip
doesn't do
hop.
crack. He does dust. all right?
Did. Dust don't get enough credit in the drug world.
When was the last time you did Dust?
I had to be 17, 16.
Do you
Oh,
do
you were a
drugs now,
kid.
Joe?
No.
So it's just mood swings.
What about
No, I'm
pills?
just psycho.
What about prescription?
No, I can't.
Have
play
you been
like that.
clinically
you-
diagnosed with any like mental illness?
You really think like there's a screw missing?
Absolutely. I think you're a creative genius, but I think when it comes to like social skills and dealing with people, you're a fucked up person.
I don't like dealing with people. I don't want to deal with people.
Why do you think that is?
I'm a recluse. I hate people. I'm an introvert.
But why do
I'm
you
a thinker.
hate people?
I'd rather live in my mind. I don't hate people. I'm not. I don't really hate people. I just rather be around my people, which is myself. I'm just not real industry.
So you have to know.
That's not,
we're
that's
in
not
the- we're
industry.
in- we're-
That's a normal. People
No.
socialize. Some people don't like to socialize. That's
but
nothing to do with the industry,
But
right?
I've been in the industry since I was 20, so yes, it does. When I was at 20 years old, now your whole life, it's kind of like I think now, 35, I'll be 36. I'm single. It's hard to find a woman in this industry. As a rapper, the places I'm going, it's always work, 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 work. This job is a 24/7 job. So, yeah, I hate people. I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to take a picture. I don't want to smile. I want to stay home. I've become a slave almost to that celebrity, no matter how small it is. So when I talk to M and when I talk to the other niggas and the people that, like, you've reached the top of
Eminem.
the top of the, like, and that's really where the gym is for me. If anybody that wanted to ever be a rapper could see the end of the road, I think Emmett's probably close to that as far as his success. So to get all the way up there and to not be able to maneuver around, in the peak of my success, I hated it. When me and Jay-Z took that fucking picture, he had that orange shit on, I was the man. Kids running, I hated it. That's not who I am as a person.
Did it hurt your feelings when Drake said you're a one-hit wonder?
No, I'm a one-hit wonder.
Did it hurt your feelings when he said, I turned into what you almost was?
No, not at all. And I don't
remember you ever being almost as big as Drake, though.
Never.
I don't remember
That's
that.
why
I didn't
know why he
understand
said
that line.
I don't know why I've
maybe
never.
context of music, maybe.
No.
Because
I think
he took Joe's blueprint and made it
That I
a
agree
much
with.
easier palette.
That I agree. I've said that. I'm on record as saying that. That I agree
So
with.
maybe he could have meant that.
I didn't understand that.
I don't get it either, but
And then you said in
I'm
your
a
diss
MC.
record, you was there. You know how it feels. Like, Joe, you was never.
I've never been there.
You've never been that number one guy in the world.
But I've been there when it's happening too fast and you are at the height of. Of course, I've never seen that success. And then at the next in the next verse, I said, whatever's just from your views, you probably couldn't see it. I can't. And on my podcast, I say he's looking and assessing from a different place than I've ever been. But I can identify with a lot of things happening fast. That's it.
Do you think you're the new Jazzo?
Hell no.
You don't think this looks like a Jazzo Jay situation with you and Drake?
No.
Because it almost looks like the
Hell
big
no.
homie who's a little upset and jealous that the younger guy blew past him.
The younger guy has been past me. He been past
Yeah,
me.
like-
But that's how it
It's
looks.
a
It looks
lot-
like
it's a
now it
huge
looks disgruntled.
space.
In a lot of ways, it looks like you're disgruntled. Like, it don't look like it's coming from a
but
good
also,
place.
no one was championing Drake more than Joe around the So Far Gone time, and Joe was making music that was saying, "Hey, I don't want to be popular. I want to make it for my core audience." So I could see your point if I didn't know that he was championing him while making music he
But
wanted to make.
Jazzo was championing Jay when he was doing the Hawaiian Sophie, and he.
Yeah, but Jazzo wanted to be where Jay-Z was. Joe does not want to be where Drake is.
I don't believe that. I don't believe
You're
nobody
entitled
is
to
in
that.
this game and doesn't want to be the number one guy.
Do other?
I'd be lying to you if I said I don't want to be the number one multimedia guy out here.
When I signed,
But that could be you.
When I signed, yeah, everybody's different. When I signed my record contract, I wanted to be the best rapper in the world, and I wanted to be respected by all the people that I think is were the best rappers.
Doesn't that ultimately make you number one?
No.
No,
I think a lot of
No.
times it does.
I understand
No.
what you're saying. You want
I've always wanted,
appreciation from your
recognition,
peers. From your peers.
but not fame.
Right. But recognition
there's a
from certain
fine-
people. You don't need
Yeah.
some guy who you
So
don't
when-
respect their opinion on hip hop.
But when
to
you're
like,
great, the
I-
fame comes anyway.
say again?
Even if you're not focusing, I don't want to be famous. I go in there every day to try to do great radio.
There we go.
But when you focus on being great and you do great radio, all that other stuff comes regardless.
But there's some people that are great
Not
at what.
necessarily
There's
in
some
rap.
people that are great at what they do, and we don't know who they are at all.
There's
Like the
there-
nigga who made this shit or whatever. When I walked in the club the other night, right? I saw all the OGs in the back. Busta Rhymes was there. Lord Jamar is there. The kids may know Lord Jamar from
Vlad TV.
DJ
Vlad.
Fag TV.
Unfortunately.
But
You don't fuck with Vlad?
fuck Vlad.
You hate everybody. Nobody likes Vlad though.
I like Vlad.
You would.
I like Vlad. Vlad all right with me.
I like Vlad. He's a nice fella.
you would
He's a
like
really
I have
nice
issues
fella.
with certain things Vlad does, and we talk about it. But
And we talk about. See, that is the part that I don't understand. I gotta go. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Why?
How
What
is
do you mean?
Vlad still allowed in hip hop? And I'm not even about to talk
But
about
that's
it
the
here.
thing. He's not in
I'm not
hip-hop.
talking about. I don't want to talk about him. I'm
All right.
not.
Okay.
I will
Go ahead,
never
go.
talk about him.
All right.
I had so I go in the club the other day. Busta Rhymes back there. Lord Jamar from Brand New. Like that type. When I see Scarface, when I see Black Thought, when I see and all of the niggas that I see,
Yeah.
they know what my pen does. That's what does it for me. That's what does it for me. I could not do what Drake is doing. I would die first. I would die first before I could do
Even if
all
you
of
did
that.
it on your own merit, like say you was putting out all of this music and multi-millions of people fucked with it. You doing you. Not switching up, not changing nothing. You putting out the music the way you want to. You're putting out shit like Making of a Murderer, and they fucking with it. And it just makes you the biggest in the world because everybody's fucking with you. You wouldn't want that?
But that's a utopia to anybody.
Charlamagne,
that's
Well,
not
would you
gonna
want
happen.
that? That's a
Why
good
not?
question.
Anyone
No.
in the
Hold
world
on,
would
let
want
him answer
that.
though. Would you want that?
Charlamagne, I'm having a problem right this second trying to manage things. Like, I'm
You
not,
fear success?
I'm not. No. I don't fear success, but it's just gonna happen on my terms.
What if it does? That's the.
It has.
but
It
that's the
has is what
hypothetical.
you're missing.
No.
It has is what you're missing. I look at them niggas, all the people that people are saying are so successful.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't look at them like that. I got signed in 2001, right? And all the things that I fought for in Def Jam, I'm looking at the industry now, and that's the industry that exists today. That's the win for me. So now I'm looking, and I'm inspired now, and I'm saying, oh, you damn sure ain't going to beat Joe Budden with the internet. Nigga, I'm the internet. Before y'all was here.
I remember JoeBudden.com. He was early.
Before all of y'all were here and this was hot and trendy and wavy, I was here. I was the nigga saying, hey, Kevin Leor, there's a whole field of people that we should market to out there.
Yeah.
I was the nigga saying to them, hey, why do we have to do a 12-week rollout? Why do we have to care about that? Why can't I just drop an album and the people that enjoy it, like, they just go get it? That's the hip-hop and the industry that exists today.
Mm-hmm.
I love Drake so much because a lot of MCs last decade fought for this. So for him to be able to do what I could not do last decade is the win for me.
Well, I think Kanye broke the ceiling for that. I think Kanye broke the ceiling for guys like Drake, for guys like Cole, for guys like Kendrick, the Vic Menses, Chance the Rappers. I feel like all of those guys are fruit off Kanye's tree.
True. But I mean, even then when Kanye was doing it, when
Kanye came out 04.
yeah,
College
he
Dropout
came
was like
out after
04?
me.
Album,
It was after me. So yeah, he was doing that too. But I'm saying I was doing it 01 to then and was told, stop it. Don't do it. Stop it. We don't want to hear it. We want to hear this. So I'm glad that Kanye is able to come and do that. I'm glad that all of the people that make that introspective type of vulnerable type, I would never hate on. I love that. That's who I am at my core.
And I think this is a perfect ending here because that's what we originally said when we were critiquing views. Joe said just that. I love you, Drake, because you're doing what I could not do with my platform. I just don't want you to go off the wrong path.
Is there
And then the
resentment,
third diss that everyone keeps
his
calling a diss,
success?
Afraid, he said that in the diss Afraid.
Are you sure this has nothing to do with Drake fucking Tahiri?
No, me and him have fucked a million of the same women.
You said that on the record. We discussed fucking the same girl like a real nigga or some shit like that.
Because that's the hip hop we're in today. See, some of us niggas, some of us, we're from a different hip hop. So today, I only put that in the record because it was so baffling to me that you are offended that I critiqued your album. You seem to be very hurt. You're the biggest rapper in the world. You're addressing me now. It's Pump It Up. Clearly, you feel away. You're saying he's telling people behind the scenes, damn, Joe was my man. Damn.
So he's hurt.
He respects your
He's
opinion.
upset.
Andrew, stop for
He
1
does.
second. Did you respect my opinion when you fucked Shorty?
So you are
Time
upset
out.
about
No,
that.
no, let me finish. Were we friends then? No.
Tahiri wasn't your girl then, all right?
No, of course not.
Okay then. So
Stop.
what you
Let
mad
me
about?
talk. Let me
All right,
talk.
okay.
Let me
Now,
talk.
once you're my girl, you're
my
always my girl.
point is the rules don't change depending on the side. So if you could fuck her and I can say to you, I know what's happening, I'm cool. I don't feel no type of way at all. I'm cool. Have a blast.
But do
It's
you-
not for you to turn around and feel like Mr. Sensitive. Oh my God, how could you say something about my album? That line is skewed to
I'll
me.
tell
Do you
the
understand what I'm
fundamental
saying?
difference. I'll tell you the fundamental difference.
Tell me.
You fucked Tahiri in private, and y'all talked about it in private. You went public in bash views.
Oh, so you,
So that's that industry friend shit. No, for real. That's why I don't have industry friends. You know why? Because I hate getting those phone calls.
You're right.
Like Nicki's my girl. But when I said Iggy should get best female artist at the BET Awards, Iggy Fancy was #1 for 6 weeks. Iggy was the shit early on in the year before they fucking decided to make her the face of white people and kill her. But she should have won that award.
And let's be very clear. I mean, Tahiri would never say it. She probably mad that we even bringing her up. If you talk to Tahiri in private, because you know her, she gonna tell you, I was the nigga giving advice.
To who?
I won't say anymore.
Okay.
to Tahiri on how
I
to
won't
fuck
say anymore.
Drake?
I don't want to talk about Thierry here.
Can I ask one
but
question?
if you speak to anybody, like, that's who I am.
One question.
What I said on that record, hey, go flourish, have a blast, y'all.
Yep.
Dolphins, run, fucking gallop, whatever
My
y'all
nigga,
want
why
to do.
did you queen out just now? Dolphins.
I'm saying go do all of it. I'm saying, see, that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do. That right there. That right there.
And that's gonna be the only clip they post.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
gonna be the only clip they post.
Yeah.
I know how this works.
The editor, yeah, we got
That's why I'm saying this so they know.
Do you, y'all?
Hey, that good skin shit got your ass. So now you got. I'm sucking Jaibs. You're gonna pay me out to be a faggot every time. But listen, Charlamagne. On a more serious note, I think you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We had Tahiri on here. I've wondered this on the podcast. I wondered this the whole time. She said she likes getting jerked off on. Is that a truth?
I'm not gonna talk about Thierry.
What the fuck?
It's one thing I've been wondering about for fucking a year,
I will
Joe.
never
You
talk.
can't just say
I'm
the
not
answer to
talking
that
about-
one question.
No, I'm not talking about Thierry.
So this is
I want her to do well. That's
Once
it.
again, this is my thing. It was private with Drake. You made it public.
I get that.
I think your issue, Joe, is the issue I don't deal with because I don't have industry friends. When you have industry friends, they don't expect you to just be talking about them regularly. And Wendy Williams told me years ago when I first came to New York, she said you're either going to be of the people or of the industry. She said there's no in between. And that is the absolute motherfucking truth. Same way you get upset with me. Because I've been knowing Joe since at least 2002. Joe was in my apartment in Columbia. Me, him, Wax, we all playing fucking spades together.
That's the fuck I'm saying. How
Like,
I get this guy?
So I understand. I can understand why he's like, what the fuck, Charlotte? You know what I mean? But that's the problem when you have quote-unquote friends or close associates in the industry, period. And I think that's what you deal with all the time. Nikki was your girl. Because Nikki
No,
used
she
to,
wasn't.
Well, she was cool with some of your peoples.
No, we were raised by some of the same people.
Exactly. But you
her
know
and I have never anything, but we have people in common.
So, and then Meek, I'm sure you've met Meek before.
Oh yeah, I've met Meek before.
So when you say Meek's a bitch, Meek's soft, he's like, damn, what the fuck? I probably dapped that nigga up. We kicked it together.
Yeah, well, he tweeted last year, the 4th of July, and said, and I invited you to open up. Invited Slaughterhouse to open up for me one time. So all that fake shit that I don't give a fuck about. I don't
But
care
that's
about
not
that
fake,
nigga.
though.
Yeah, I don't
If he
care.
extended his hand,
That
and then
means nothing to me. I didn't ask you to go open up somewhere. You don't know what I want to do musically. Our objectives ain't the same, nigga. Like, people keep talking about wins and losses. For somebody to be able to determine that, you would have to tell me what I'm trying to achieve. So I don't care about it. I just don't care about what these industry fuck niggas got to say. And now I'm finally in a position where you can't blackball me now. You can't. Y'all did it last decade. Here I am, still with ability, still with resources, on my own accord. I'm going to say what the fuck I think every single time now.
So how are you, this is what I think, how are you just getting in this position now? I've been doing radio since 98. I've been fired 4 times.
I can
Nationally
tell you.
syndicated show. And I ain't never felt like I was in the position where I couldn't say what I wanted to say. Period.
Okay, so let's go through that then. Wait, you don't understand how artists feel that way? Or
I don't
you're
understand how
saying
you
why?
just get into that position now.
I
I
got-
feel like you could have been in this position for at least the past 10 years.
Hell, nigga, no. The
How?
industry wasn't set up for that, Charlamagne. I got signed to Def Jam in 01, right? Kevin and all them left. L.A. Reid came R&B man. I don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with me. So that's fine. I left there and was trying to be forward thinking, knowing that digital was the way to go. And I went and fucked with some upstart, and they was fuck niggas, and then they sold my contract to E1. That's how I got on E1.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't fuck with them neither. So now, 70 albums later, here I am. I couldn't be in that position. My lawyers, trust me, I've tried. I fought with labels my whole career. A lot of people don't know the Joe Budden story, but those that do, everything I'm saying and doing makes all the sense in the world.
So technically you was the puppet.
I was a puppet.
Okay.
I was a fucking puppet.
All
You
right.
better fucking believe I was a puppet. Like I said on my show, my last time coming to Breakfast Club, I didn't want to fucking come to no fucking Breakfast Club. It's not because I feel a way about y'all, but our agendas aren't sound. I don't want to come there and hear all this woman beat the fuck shit, but I just don't want to do it. Fuck that. But you gotta have your album. How? What are you talking about, my album?
No, you don't. I tell artists that
Fuck
shit all the time.
y'all.
I get on the radio
Yeah.
right now. I get on iHeart every day, and I tell artists, y'all don't need fucking radio. Radio does not reflect what is accurately going on
I agree.
in the culture right now.
I agree.
I get on iHeart
I agree.
Media as a radio personality and say that, but I'm a puppet. That makes no sense. None whatsoever. I can't be a puppet when I don't go with your agenda, Joe. When I don't agree with something that you do.
That's not why I called
And
you
then
a puppet.
be a real guy in radio when I'm shitting on somebody that you agree with me shitting on.
I never care whether I agree or disagree with somebody. And maybe what was said on the podcast, well, I'm going to always, maybe that was the puppet part. Maybe that was a little out of pocket. Or maybe when I leave here and I can really sit deep in my thought, maybe I can think of something where I can argue that. And I just can't do it right now. I don't know. I'm not that invested. I don't care about it. But my main point to you, we got to a while ago, just who I think you are and just thinking that you are above certain things, especially with just some of the shit. So that's all.
I mean,
I was a puppet. I can say that.
I think we've all grown and we've all evolved, and I can say the same about you. The reason I say that is like when I hear you on the podcast and you say Meek is a bitch, the views.
I want to stop saying Meek is a bitch.
Huh?
Do I say Meek is a bitch?
Yes, you said he was a bitch.
You might have. I wouldn't doubt it.
But I feel like
I have bad memory too, but I wouldn't.
But I feel like you're above
Say
that.
you
I ever call somebody
I feel like you're above that as an OG veteran
You
MC.
said it. You definitely
Meek
said
is
it.
a bitch.
Yes,
Yeah,
you said
Then
you
I
look like a bitch.
apologize. Oh, look like and being is two different
Oh,
things. I'm
that
big
joke,
on
stop. Are you
semantics.
finished or you done?
Yeah,
Stop
look,
it,
you
Joe.
look like a bitch. You a bitch.
So my thing is like I feel like you're above certain things. I'd be like, why are you putting yourself in that situation?
Okay, let's talk about that real quick because I couldn't understand what was wrong. The award show, I would think everybody with a podcast would be talking about the awards.
But you're a little different.
We always go to that.
You are. You're an artist.
So this is weird to
We
me.
always go
Okay.
to that.
You're an artist.
Oh,
So-
Jesus.
When that happened, people on Twitter said Joe should stick to podcasting. But then when he's on a podcast, you can't podcast. You're a rapper.
Yeah,
Can
thing-
someone explain that to me?
Yeah, the shit
You
changes.
gotta stop
for me
listening
all
to
the
the
time.
commenters, man. These
No,
people
no,
have too
no.
much
I'm
time
not
on
saying
their
y'all are
hands.
saying that, but that was a popular opinion. It keeps going back and forth saying, yo, rap. No, you can't
Rory,
rap. You're a podcaster. You're
I
a podcaster.
understand.
You can't speak because you're a rapper. Like,
Yeah.
y'all
Look,
got to make up your
haters
mind.
are gonna find a thing to hate about, right?
No,
That's what
of
they
course.
do.
We're not
That's what
talking about
haters do for
haters,
the.
Andrew.
But your supporters are saying that.
Andrew, we're talking about shit. Industry people.
Fuck them. You got out the
All right, so
industry
fuck
for
the
that
haters,
reason.
Fuck the industry people. Who else are we saying fuck?
But that is
I'm saying if you're in a
I
position
swear
to
to God, that's
control
the
your
way I live
career,
my
I didn't
life.
say that.
Yeah.
Andrew, I didn't say that because of the quote unquote haters. Charlamagne had just said you can't do that. You're not just somebody.
yeah, but he's in a. You guys are in a position where you are autonomous, right? You create. You really control your destiny, and you've worked to
Now,
create that
yeah.
now in that position. So how are you going to care about what the industry says now when they don't affect your
Andrew,
livelihood?
I've
if
never
you've
cared.
been watching recently,
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
But we're commenting on it right now. That's what.
Well, I
that's
was
what-
applying to
No, he
Charlamagne.
was talking to him.
How do we know this is real, though? How do we know that this isn't just some, I'm going to pretend to be the big bad rebel of hip hop for attention?
Oh, you don't. The people that have followed me know I've never done anything for attention. If anything, I've always tried my best to shy away from it.
And that
like
goes
my,
back to our
my
point.
words and my actions always match. I have never done anything for attention. Ever.
But you can see why.
Of course,
With the
because
first
Drake
two
is the
disses,
biggest guy in the
we
world.
thought it was a reach for attention.
If he was trying to get
it
attention,
was out of context.
Making a Murder would not have been 6 minutes long. It would have catered to Drake's fans. It would have been an easy palette for them to digest.
But
6
you're not
minutes was
going to win that with the fans.
I know, and that's
cares
that's
about
not
a
a draw
win?
for attention.
That's why you got to
he
serve
did those
your
records
fans.
to personally fuck with Drake.
Yeah, I could see that.
You weren't you. That's why because the strategy was all bad. If you was actually trying to create a perception of I'm watching this dude, because I would have just
That's
waited
what
till
I'm saying.
I would have
See?
waited till French records dropped, then put it
That
out.
would have been the smart thing to do if it was all business. Ask my manager. My manager is a white Jewish guy who keep trying to make all the money, right?
Yeah.
Great. I love him for it. Know what I keep doing? No, Ian. Stop it. Stop. It's not about that right now, Ian. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. This is creative rap person. It's not about move it. I don't want you, hey, don't call Pitchfork. Don't send everything over here. No, I don't want that. So that's who I've always been. I can't prove that to people who don't know me and have not been following me. I can't.
And I also like
So
to point out that every time you drop a diss record, senseless killings happen. You dropped the first Making a
Yeah,
Murderer.
shit is fucked up out here,
Alton
man.
Sterling, Philando Castile died. Then you dropped another one. The Dallas shooting happened. You dropped Sunday, and freaking the Baton Rouge shooting happened.
Unfortunately, the world that we live in.
Well, which is
Killings
why there
are-
was a
I
why
didn't
there
know
was
your
a
music
freedom
is not
freestyle in
causing
between
this.
all that.
Yeah, did you hear my freedom freestyle?
That
I
caused
tweeted it was dope. I tweeted out though. I said it on Breakfast. It's freedom.
It was so dope that I can't listen to it no more. I get angry.
I can't watch the video because I get angry.
I get angry.
I can't.
So-
I'm not gonna front. I
But
watch
that's
it.
what's happening in the world. So
But
people keep. Oh my bad.
if I was a hater, if I really hated Joe Budden, or I had some type of agenda.
I don't think you hate me. I just think at one point you wanted to fuck Tahiri. So I just.
What? Tahiri
I just
pussy
kept
has
giving the
nothing to
brunt.
do with this.
I can't prove it.
Joe, what would me? Listen, coming up. What would me?
Did you
want
want to fuck Tahiri?
Who wouldn't fuck Terry?
But did you want to?
I didn't want to.
Was this part of your agenda? Were you trying to
No,
make Joe
I'm
look
not-
stupid?
I'm not saying that.
What would
Not
me
saying-
shitting on Joe have to do with me fucking Tahiri?
I don't know. People do that all the time.
I can fuck Tahiri on my own merit. If I
That's what I be telling the new kids today. Like, y'all
Like-
can fuck these girls on your own merit. You have to use other men.
Why would I shit on Joe? Like,
Yeah, but okay. So from this,
There was
Does
three girls
Tahiri
away-
like getting
So-
jerked off on?
so I
That's
wanna
all
be-
I want to
so
know.
I wanna be-
For a year.
so I want to be
One
very-
fucking year, Joe.
Oh,
Can you
man.
just wink if it's a yes?
I'm not doing. Oh, what you're asking that because she said that on
On our
whatever.
podcast.
Yeah. She said. So why you asking me if she was on your pod? I don't ever want to talk about Thierry ever.
I
only
don't
talking about it
either. I
now
wanna
because
I
of
wanna move
context.
past
I
that
wanna get
part of my
off
life.
her. That's not where I am in life. I support her.
Did you say
I
you
want her
get
to be
off on
well.
her? Is that what you just
Not
said?
at all.
Did you
Would you- would
disagree
you
to
ask
what
me?
I just brought up?
I don't remember now because fucking this nigga.
Yeah.
My memory's bad, man.
all right. Oh,
I lost it again.
this guy's crazy. Listen, I hope all your questions and everything got answered. I hope this conversation was productive in some way, shape, or form. Joe Buttons is crazy. That's just all it boils down to.
Crazy, Jace.
And I think the disc records that you put out were dope.
Whether they were dope or not, because music is all relative, it lent some pause over there. You're going to have to sit with that Apple marketing team and come up with some shit.
But see, that's my thing. He's so strategic. Because when you did Making of a Murderer, then you did the next one, I felt like you was just trying to, you were so impressed by Drake's strategy. Because I saw you tweeting about how dope his strategy was with
It
Meek,
was.
that you was just
But wait, time out,
applying
time
the
out,
same
time
strategy.
out. I don't know.
You was
if
even
the-
tweeting
time
scary
out.
hours. Like you
I
got your
don't-
Milana Trump on.
I don't know if Drake's Drake's
Melania.
I've been lost, so I got to catch up on that. Drake's strategy was amazing, but Meek made it real easy.
Yeah,
the difference
he didn't
between
have the
Meek and
bars.
outside of that, Meek cares a lot. I don't. So when you have all these people saying all these things, Meek, that's what killed Meek. It wasn't really that he took so long with the response. It was how he reacted to all that was happening. It showed him to be very emotional and just handled some things poorly. It's because of that he don't even tweet no more today. He took all his antics to Instagram. Cool.
But the Twitter fingers.
I'm out. But Joe Budden now, I don't care.
But don't you think if knowing that Drake plays chess the way he does, don't you think it would have been better? Like he put out that French record, then you bomb on him. The last time I saw that happen was the Dipset when Nas went in and they came out with 3 heaters.
But Charlamagne,
back
he
to back
took
to back.
too long.
Not really. It's been
It's
2 months.
I
It's
think
the
it would've
end
got
of
the-
July.
I think
They
it would
did
have got
that
the
at beginning
exact
of
same
May.
reply.
If you wasn't on Adderall, you'd have more patience, Joe.
No,
You
no.
couldn't-
I'm with the rap. I'm always with the rap shit.
I think the same result would have happened. It would have been
I'm
the
all-
same Drake fans saying Joe is washed up. He just killed you. He just said pump it up, and it would have been it.
And
Nah.
again, wait, time out.
Yes.
Yes,
But wait,
Charlamagne,
time out
come on.
again.
Absolutely.
And if you want me to say it, oh no, I don't want to give my plan away, so I can't. But I'm never letting him. I'm not with prevent defense. I'm not letting no nigga strike first. I know what you about to say. I'm not gonna wait for the biggest rapper in the world to fucking say some shit. No, nigga, I'm on your ass.
But it's different when
And I've been like that my whole career. Any rapper know you say my fucking name, I'm on your ass. I don't give a fuck who it is. And I don't care if you're a better rapper. Me and Hove done did it.
Jay watched you on your Pump It Up joint.
And then kept dissing me. Kept dissing me.
Yeah, I don't know what. Tell me some lines.
Have you
'Cause I
heard
heard
Reminder? Have you ever heard Reminder?
Reminder.
On Blueprint 3, he dissed him.
Yeah, and me and him is
Oh,
definitely over it. That
you-
that nigga just still bombing
The
away.
bar was all you.
Ordinary Joe.
I thought Game,
you
caught,
average
I thought
Joe's
Game
button up.
caught all the subliminals on Blueprint 3.
Hell no. People are hearing differently, man. Jay-Z is a genius and one of the most brilliant minds hip-hop has ever
Absolutely.
seen.
And he did it his way.
You better believe it. And that nigga be fucking sending them shots out there, and I hear him. But I love him so much, and I've grown, I'm mature, I'm past all that fuck shit. But Jay dissed me for a long time.
Will you and Drake ever be cool and smoke hookah again and fuck
I'm
strippers
fine
together?
now. I order fucking mint hookah with a pineapple. We can do that right this second.
So you
Just
don't-
know that you will never be able to stand in the same park as me when it comes to MCing.
And I said on the Breakfast Club yesterday, I do want to see. If Drake responded to you, I think it would be dope because I want to see what
won't.
level.
He
I want
won't
to see
and he
what level
can't.
his bars can get to. Because great competition brings out the best in you.
It's interesting, yeah.
And it's not like Drake is whack when it comes to the rap.
But you could take Meek out easy. Meek doesn't have the bars.
First
But
of
you're
all-
gonna make his pen work.
First of all,
Man,
Meek and
I'ma
Dream
make-
Chasers gonna
no,
jump
we're make
Joe
somebody's
Budden.
pen work.
Or maybe
And
somebody
Rory.
We're
else's.
gonna make somebody's pen work.
Rory, Dream Chasers gonna jump you, and Melly gonna smack the shit out you, yo.
I want no parts. I've been
Dream
very,
Chasers.
I've been
Rory
very
loves
vocal.
y'all. Y'all gonna hit somebody, hit a real nigga. Hit me.
I've been very vocal. I want no parts of the
Yo,
street
you
stuff.
too old to still want to be a real nigga, bro. That's
I always
that's
want to be real.
That's the difference between
I
I guess
I'm
that's
just-
what
I'm just-
and that
I'm
is the
just a
difference.
I guess
podcast
that's
guy.
why our
I
growth
always
changes.
wanna be a real
I just want to
nigga.
be a real man at this point in my life. I don't
Hey,
care about that
oh,
real.
all right,
nigga
some
shit.
man.
If Dream
Like,
Chasers,
you too old to be a real. We too old to be real niggas, Joe.
No,
We
I'm
the
a
same
die
age.
real nigga.
We too old to be real niggas, bro.
No, street nigga, yes.
Same
Street
thing.
nigga tough. That's not true.
You
Real.
just challenge niggas to come fight you. I don't do that kind of shit.
I didn't challenge him.
Yes, you did.
I
You
didn't
said
challenge
you
him.
want to smack Rory. Don't smack Rory.
I
Come
said,
smack
don't
a real
defending-
nigga.
he's defending
I
a
said,
friend.
Don't smack Rory, smack me. Hit
Why don't you
me.
say
And by the way,
smack none of us?
You the
If-
one that they
or
gonna
smack none of us.
you
But
the
if
one
you
that
want to
go.
smack someone, don't smack no
Why don't
one.
you just say, Meek, I'm sorry. I know I was wrong. I started.
I said,
he said that.
But why not keep saying that?
But
all right, nope.
He's
I got it.
finished and he's
Hey,
done.
Charlamagne,
He's
if-
finished and he's done.
if the Dream Chasers do come in here and try to fuck me up, I will immediately say I'm just a podcast guy. Why didn't you hit Party Next Door and Drake like that? It's immediately.
should say that. That's exactly what you should say.
That's
But you-
immediately
but you
what I'm
know-
gonna do.
But you know,
I'm just a podcast
but you know
guy.
who can't say that?
Sure.
The real nigga. The real nigga can't
All
say
right,
it.
so
You
let me
can
be-
say that.
Listen, yeah, Dream Chasers, OVO, Chuck. We don't want no one should get hit.
That's real.
Rap lives matter.
True.
All of my shit is rap shit.
Yes.
I would hate for this to escalate. I was a part of hip hop when shootings were occurring every single day, and I would hope that all of us are bright enough to not want to go there, especially with the world we live in.
The first thing somebody's thinking is, you ain't do no shooting, Joe.
I would hope not. No,
Okay.
I'm not. I've never claimed to be street or tough my entire career.
There you go.
Ever. And I don't want that. So just know Joe is all rap and podcast.
Okay. All right. How do y'all end y'all podcast? What do y'all say?
Real niggas signing.
As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. If you listen to this
Wait.
podcast and think we're just a
Okay.
couple idiots, you're right too. What? How you?
No, I just wanted to make sure y'all mention y'all was idiots.
And why Marisa didn't come? She don't fuck with us because of her affiliation with other radio stations?
No, that's not true. She
Oh.
actually wanted to come here.
Yeah.
She wanted to come.
Marisa
But-
used to be my dog at one point.
But my only thing with Marissa was she seemed to be uncomfortable every time Rory and I talked about the Drake stuff. So I didn't want to invite her here because I knew that would be the conversation.
She's a Drake fan, probably.
Well, niggas don't want to lose their political connects. I mean, I don't know. I haven't spoken to her about it. I have
Industry
never spoken to her
folks.
about it. I just watch her face
Oh,
when
God.
Rory and I talk about it.
What political? You know.
That's my.
Yeah,
she
I-
never,
she-
nobody, she
She
never said
openly
that
says
to
she
me.
works in the music industry,
She never said that to me.
Got you.
That's me saying that.
Yeah.
and I
So-
respect it.
To each his own.
All right, brilliant idiots.
Good shit, guys.
I'll name this podcast later. Thank you for listening.
All right, I gotta pee.